gentlemen, don't go down to the supermarket today. They're going to take your freedom away. It's the Double Special Show starring Chris Gorges, Tiffany Barbee, and me, J.B. Lee.
You and me. So say the stars, it's meant to be. My heart is for you.
He almost choked
My
himself.
soul is
Yeah.
killed
He was
himself.
like a dog that was attached to a tree on a leash, and then he got like pulled back.
All right.
one day you'll be
Trap.
my wife. I swear.
Oh,
this
my
much is
God.
true.
Why am I here?
Or, what's this grocery thing you're on about?
You made me think of a song.
Welcome back, everybody. Double Special Wednesday,
Children of God song. Look it up.
September 24th, 2014. We're back for another fun-filled show tonight. Just the three of us. No guests in the studio tonight. As always, the phone number is 727-475-6139 if you want to give us a call and get in on the action. Lots of stuff to talk about tonight. First of all, happy Rosh Hashanah to our Jewish
It is Rosh
co-host.
Hashanah.
It is, right? And
Is that today? Jeez.
Yeah, I
think
have
it's
to be
today.
really good this week.
What does that mean, though, for you?
Well, God is like going to be looking in his book, and he's going to be like, who am I going to kill this year? Mwahaha!
What?
And then you could get killed.
I don't know. I don't think that's the spirit of Rosh Hashanah.
You have to
Pretty sure
repent,
you've
so
made
you
it.
don't get
No, that's the second act
so
of
you
The
don't
Godfather.
get erased from the book of life. You want your name to be written in a good way.
You
You,
don't-
want
you
to
have
get
no
your
i-
name on the good happy list.
All right, Tiffany, you really, let's just admit it, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing this
It's the
week.
new year.
Yeah, but what
I'm
are you
supposed to
supposed
be eating sweet things.
What? Is that true?
I have no idea.
I
I'm,
should
Sweet
be
things?
eating
I'm Catholic, brah.
I know, I
honey
am
and
too. That's
apples.
why I'm questioning. But you know about other theologies. You can comment on Buddhism and.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I'm not much of a holiday fellow to begin with. You know, like the major Christian ones are irksome enough. Now I gotta learn somebody else's crappy holiday. Oh, you eat sweet? What are you gonna eat? Jew dessert?
No.
You're gonna go eat coins wrapped in chocolate coins wrapped in gold foil?
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
The-
is that you should go eat those right now. That's your punishment.
No.
Stop saying.
This
That's
is
the only way you can stay in the book of life.
This
is
is-
a terrible gold chocolate coin.
this is the
They
Jewish
taste
New
like
Year.
Hold on.
shock and
Look at the
sadness.
Candy pirate booty.
And
That's
yeah,
what you eat.
and Manischewitz wine,
And in
a big
10
glass
Wait,
full.
stop! Gotta let it. No. You. What are you gonna eat? Do you have? Is
No.
anybody else in your family Jewish? First of all,
No,
So
so,
you
it's
won't be-
really hard for me to stick, like, to do all the stuff.
but
Like,
do you
unless
go to another Jewish place? Like, do you go to another family?
it costs money to go to synagogue for Rosh Hashanah and Yom
Does it
Kippur.
really?
You have to get like tickets and stuff, and I didn't do it.
Seriously?
Yeah. Here's the problem with it for me. Are
I
you
don't know.
ready? Well, Yom Kippur is in 10 days, and that's when you do the Day of Atonement. And they do like a beautiful ceremony at the synagogues. But the
To
thing
pay
is,
for that?
yeah, like you have to pay to go because all the Jewish people are like, oh, we have to go, and it gets really crowded because there aren't as many synagogues as churches, so they charge for like tickets a lot of times.
Give us like a ballpark on the tickets. What are we looking at?
Yeah.
Orchestra seats.
I feel like I remember paying like $50 before.
That's steep.
The
That's-
thing is,
Half
It-
a Billy
it's-
Joel.
it's like Thanksgiving, for example. You know how it changes every year? You know those holidays that aren't on the same day every year?
Like Christmas and Halloween.
No, Christmas and Halloween are always on the same day, so I always know when those are.
Well,
No,
not
they're-
on the same date, but not the same day of the
Yeah,
week.
they're not on the same day at all.
Yeah.
They're on two different
It's
days.
I know, but I mean October 31st.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, holidays that change.
Yeah, and Christmas is
days.
always on the 25th, and then but you see,
But then April or like Easter
Like,
just screws you.
I always thought Thanksgiving and Easter, were like I thought Thanksgiving was on November the 25th always, and then I found out it's on a Thursday in that ballpark area. But Rosh Hashanah sometimes is
that
in
ballpark
October,
area.
and sometimes it's like it just changes so much. It's so hard to keep track.
Well, how is it hard? You have a computer. How is it
yeah,
hard?
it gets easier.
They don't promote it though. It's not like you go to Walmart and you're like, oh crap,
Who
I see
doesn't promote
Easter
it?
cards out. It must be Easter.
Excuse
soon."
me. Let me just say this. I'm Catholic, and I wished you happy Rosh Hashanah. If that's
yeah,
not
he
promotion,
knew about it.
No,
Right.
but I mean, like the stores don't have all the cards out, so you don't know. Like
Well,
I
what
know.
do you need to buy for Rosh Hashanah to prepare? Back to Chris's original question.
Thank you. How are you going to prepare for this holiday? What will you do to ensure that you are in the book of life?
I'll do my normal praying stuff that I always do.
Your normal praying stuff. That
And I
sounds
have
Muslim to
candles.
me, first of all. Normal praying. What are you going to face Mecca? And what are you doing? Do you have any idea what you're
I
doing?
pray in the morning and at night. I do a whole thing, and then on Sabbath
Is
I
that
light a
according?
candle.
Is that according to Russian? I mean, Russian to Jewish. Like that's
No,
the way it's
I
supposed
just
to be.
do that.
Okay, so you're not following any really tenets of
No, I'm
Judaism.
not really religious. I'm a spiritual person. But if I was going to do a religion, I would do Judaism.
So the candy part was just you wanting to eat candy.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't eat sweets like candy.
Because
It's
you can
supposed
do
to be
that in
like, It's
Catholicism.
supposed to be like honey on apples and like, like honey and crap like that. I can only think of honey.
Are you gonna go eat honey bear now?
I want you to go Google this.
Oh, Kugel. I remember Kugel's really good.
What is
One
that?
time I called it Kegel, and it's not Kegel because that's an
No.
exercise for your vag.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's Kugel, and it's like a noodle, and it's really sweet
you know
and
what?
good.
The Jewish religion is so blessed that you have welcomed yourself into their fold. They really are. I'm sure they're like, this is. All right. So happy Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you.
Yes. What, sir? Go.
Is it time?
Cut me off.
You
I want
sure?
you to cut me
It's
off.
probably
I
gonna
want.
be terrible.
I want the is.
Check in. No preparation. Random Wikipedia check in.
All right. Hit me. Random.
I didn't like the lack of enthusiasm.
Hit 'em.
Check in.
Yes.
Valbonia de la Monges.
Yes.
We don't have it. Oh, they don't even have a damn article on it.
You're right so far. It is terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, we must discuss this Valbona de la Monges.
Tell us what it is, and then we'll discuss it. I think that works better. You had.
They don't even have like an existing article for it, so we're gonna have to discuss it ourselves.
Why didn't you just go with Valbona that you pulled up? Why did you go See, you always got to go just a little bit more, and that's where you get stuck.
Well,
go back one page. Go back one page. Trust me
It's
on this.
obviously though
Trust me.
the valley boner
Just trust me.
of a
Go
monkey.
back. Go back.
Monkeys in the valley.
Go back and let's see how wrong
Oh.
you are right now. All right, there you go. It's a municipality in Catalonia, Spain. All right? There you go. It's a district of Barcelona.
Yeah, you couldn't play at all on that.
No.
No improv game
Because
at
you
all.
went monkey boner immediately. You
No, I
nitwit.
did not. No, I struggled to get there because so much opposition. It was like the sea of opposition from you two.
What did I do?
You said nothing.
Next. Come on.
Check in. Random Wikipedia. Fast web. Italian mobile phones. Check in.
Who cares?
Why
See,
are
this
you
is-
picking boring stuff?
He's hitting random buttons on Wikipedia just to see what pops up, and this has
And-
popped
I
up.
get it.
Fastweb, telecommunications company out of Italy. How does that make you feel, Tiffany? What do you feel about that right off the bat when you hear Italian mobile phone? What do you think of? What's the first picture that pops into your head?
Is their web faster than us?
That was a question, but okay.
It's the first thing that popped into her head. It's
Yeah,
always
okay.
a question. I'm pretty sure everything that pops into her head goes in the form of a question. Like she is basically a Jeopardy game in real
I
life.
was just gonna say, is
Yeah.
the theme playing in the back?
Yeah, you thought she was a valley girl, but no, she's asking questions. That's why her voice goes up at the
I
end of
keep
every
telling
sentence.
Tiffany, just walk away. Don't look back.
Mhm.
Just walk away. Yeah. Okay. So they're in September 2010. They got hooked up, and I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
it like
cable-
our Bright House?
Yeah.
No,
It
it
looks like
sounds more like it's our Getro PCS.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Metro PCS. Sorry.
Why?
Because it looks like they just kind of like piggyback on somebody else's system and then sell crappy phones to
Yeah.
people.
We're not sure what tiggyback means.
I like Metro.
Tiggyback?
Yeah, I don't know what
It's a
tiggyback.
combination of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh and back.
See, you blew it.
You've never been carried by a Tigger?
No,
Me
dude, you
neither.
blew it. You should have said tied with and.
I'll say no such thing. Check in. Crappy random Wikipedia check in. Otto Hubler. Huber.
You can't even read.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
He's an Italian ecologist known for his work on the botany, phytogeography, and conservation of the neotropics.
Where the hell are the neotropics?
I don't know. It sounds almost like he worked at a
It's new.
salon, to
Here's
be
the-
honest.
Here's the thing with the. he's got a nice little.
Let's get the phytogeography into those crevices.
Oh my God.
It's neotropical. Your skin is renewed.
Well, his academic focus has primarily been on the non-forested biomes of the Venezuelan Guyana.
I didn't know there was a Venezuela Guyana.
No, I guess there is. That's what.
And more than one Guyana.
Yeah, whatever.
Which one is Jonestown in?
What kind of life is that? Just to focus on one plant or plant species your whole life? I mean, you get paid. Do they get like good grants for that? Is there good money
Probably.
in that?
He gets a Wikipedia page for it.
Well,
so
we
there's
could get a
something to it.
Wikipedia page. We might be on Wikipedia for all you know.
He led many pioneering expeditions to the inaccessible tepuis.
Yeah. that's-
Tepuis.
Yes.
So, there it is. He's going on wild, awesome expeditions into the jungle. That's why you get a Wikipedia page.
I like how you say wild and awesome because I picture you after about 4 hours on an expedition, like just going, oh my God, I want to die.
That was me at Disney World today. It's jungle, forget it. Jesus.
Yeah, you went to Disney World today
Yeah.
with family members.
I didn't actually go to Disney World.
I was gonna say you didn't. You weren't.
I was on the
actually-
property.
You, which is most of the central part of the state, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's huge.
jeez, it's
yeah.
humongous.
Yeah, there are all kinds of stuff. But you went. Well, let me just. Are we done with this? Or you want
wanna
to
do one more?
continue? Yeah, we'll do one more, and then I want to get to the story because it's fun.
One more. But I like Otto Huber. He's a good guy. Random Wikipedia check-in.
Yeah.
What do we get? Palosia.
Ooh, that's
It's a genus of moths in the Arctilde family. It's one of those damn moths. What do you think of moths?
me
I hate them when they come in and they just start beating at your damn lamp.
or your television.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do. Like, what do you do? Well, you can kill
swat
it.
them the hell out of the
But
air.
then they leave like those weird scales all over the place.
Scales is like dust.
Scales, dude.
Oh, like you don't leave scales all over the place.
Not moth scales.
You know, but human scales.
They smear all over the TV if you hit them, and it's like a gray smear.
You are such a wimp, dude. He's
It's
like, oh, a
gross.
moth. It'll leave a trail. I can't touch it. What would you do, Tiffany? Would you Would you karate chop it? You
And
probably
you-
got like a finger death move, don't you, for insects?
I would catch it and eat it. I have a question about moths. Are you ready?
Yes.
So you know how like
I'm
they
ready.
eat your clothes in your closet?
Some do.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Mhm.
So a moth ball. Is a mothball a ball that a moth has left behind from something he made?
What?
Or is it what you
God.
put in your closet to keep moths away?
What did you
What's
just
a
say?
mothball?
What?
Do you think? Are you asking if it's like a hairball, like the moth vomits
Like-
up a bundle of fibers in the shape of a ball?
Yeah, you ever
Like,
seen
yeah,
those?
do
Hold
they,
on.
like,
You ever
poop?
seen those little crabs that they go through the sand, and as they're filtering all the food out, they make a little ball and then they just spit
But
it
no,
out?
this would be a ball that came out of a moth's
I know.
digestive system.
And
so
it's
how
huge.
small would that be?
They're huge, dude.
Well,
So
she's
what's
asking.
this moth's ball thing?
Have you
Wait,
seen
first,
one before?
Wait a
No.
second. First of all, say it again. What is a what?
Moth's ball.
It's not a moth's ball.
It
It's
is when
a-
you're on Tiggerback.
It is a moth ball.
Moth ball.
Yes. What do you think it is? What do you think it's for?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
What do you think though?
Is
What
it
your
what
instinct?
old people put in their closet so moths won't eat their stuff?
Why
or
is-
is it
why
a
does that have to
ball
be
that's
old
left
people?
by a moth in a closet?
All right. The reason you think it's old people because a lot of people don't do it anymore.
And they
Wait,
smell like
do you have
mothballs.
mothballs in your closet?
No, I don't.
Oh, all
But
right.
my grandmother did.
Okay.
So,
Wait.
but that's from her time that they did that. And yes, they put them in the closet, but it's not from a moth. It's a chemical compound that they put in there, and it's I guess it.
Naphthalene or something, I believe.
I have
Like
no idea.
baking soda?
No, it doesn't. No, it smells nasty. But they put it in there, and it repels the moths. I don't think it kills them. I think it repels them.
Oh.
I think like
Okay,
that
so
smell,
it's-
they can't handle it.
I got it.
What is it made
now.
of? Pesticide and deodorant.
Really? Deodorant?
Yeah, that's what it says.
What do they smell like normally? Oh, good God.
Yeah, because remember grandmas smell like
Yeah.
mothballs.
Yeah, nephthalene.
Naphthalene.
Nephthalene.
Naphthalene.
Oh, but due to its flammability, they said, "Nah, we're going to stop with that." And now
Oh.
they make something with a number in it, which always scares me. When you see a chemical compound that
Yeah.
has a number, that's serious business.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, they're compounding crazy stuff.
Mhm.
Yes, Tiffany.
See, that looks like it could be eggs from a moth. I just thought maybe like a moth left a ball
That's
of
broken up though. They come in little balls.
eggs.
They almost look like little Tootsie
Mhm.
Pop balls, with a little ridge around it.
Okay, so now I know.
Yeah, what does it say about them though? It is insecticidal, so
Yeah.
I guess it kills them.
I thought it just the
The
smell kept 'em
vapors,
off.
no, the vapors can build up and kill the moths. In sealed atmosphere like this, the vapors are not as harmful to people because they are relatively contained. Yeah, great. Yeah, but let's put that around the
Ooh, it
house.
kills
No, but that's
silverfish.
only if that's in a sealed container. So if it's just in your closet, I believe it just repels them.
Ooh, they keep away mice and other pests, and it's snake repellent.
How much you want to bet in a week she's gonna have mothballs in her house? They're gonna be placed in little corners and stuff.
Indeed, if Crystal hears they keep snakes away, you're gonna have them in every corner of your house.
Really, snakes?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it
ridiculous.
says it's snake repellent.
Ugh,
That's pretty cool, right?
I guess
So, okay.
they stink though. You know that they smell awful.
Yeah, because remember, grandmas are supposed to smell like them.
Wow.
We should do that for one of our next challenges. Have Tiffany Smith mothballs.
Sniff?
No, I
Sniff?
don't want to die.
Sniff?
Just get the sense.
you
Get
could
it
probably
out.
get high off.
Put
of
your
it.
lips in place.
I don't think you get high. Maybe you get high.
Probably.
No,
you
I'm not.
can't just sniff bug
listen, I'm
spray.
not having her sniff
I'm not
friggin'
doing it.
1,4-dichlorobenzene. I
How about
don't
we
think
try
that's
and-
wise.
Oh, we can try and set it on fire. I mean, we
No.
get the naphthalene one.
No, it doesn't say it's not flammable. It says somewhat less flammable. I'm not lighting things on fire in my house. for your amusement. You can do that in the backyard, or we can go up to the property and film you doing that, and we'll have an awesome video when that flame goes up and lights his beard on fire. That'll be awesome. We'll get a million
Why do we
hits on
have
the
to?
thing.
Why do you have to predict that?
I'm just saying.
What if I shave first? Then it's
You're-
totally safe.
You're that guy that's right there going, "I want to light it on fire," and that's usually the guy that gets caught on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is usually. Trust me. At one point, I was that guy, and I stopped. I remember when I was like 22. We were at a party, and it was a bunch of Navy guys. We didn't really know the people around. They were shooting off fireworks, and I thought it would be cool, man. And I picked up a bottle rocket, and I lit that sucker, and I held it out like that, and it shot straight across 4 feet into this girl's hair, like that. Blew up, man. It was the guy that owned the house. They were not happy with me, and it was an accident.
Right.
But it's somebody going, "Dude, light on fire."
What did you set on fire before that?
Light on fire.
Because
Nothing.
you said you used to be that guy.
No, that was the one time where I was that guy, and I was like, all
Really?
right, that was
the
good.
one episode you tried it, you managed to screw up that badly?
No, we had done I used to do Roman candles, and we used to shoot bottles. We used to hold bottles and shoot
okay.
the rockets up.
All
But
right.
that time, I really was out of my element, and I was just trying to, be dorky, and yeah, it backfired,
He was
literally.
out of his element.
Well, no, or not around my friends, really. I
He
mean,
was in neon.
Oh God, it was a larger group of people that you know what I'm saying, Tiffany?
Yeah.
People you don't know. Like when you came here to the party, it was half people that you knew, and the other half you
Yeah,
didn't really
I
know.
really did bad at that.
You didn't
You didn't
blow
s-
up the hostess's hair with a bottle rocket.
Yeah, you didn't singe anybody, so you did okay. Did much better than me.
Yeah.
That was an awkward, 2 hours after that event. Like people were like, "Yeah, you're still here." That look. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you should
But I
probably
think
leave
it
now.
was like that at Crystal's party for
No,
me too.
no,
You
no,
don't think your family
no.
that was Crystal's family that was behind me?
No,
was-
saying this, the member of the family that you may have met once, who has passed on, her father was, believe me, very brazen and said very many inappropriate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just reminded them of their dead grandfather. It was weird.
You're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 727-475-6139. If you want to check out some comedy, stand-up comedy, I will be at Side Splitters October 23rd. You can check that out. Tiffany, you've got a bunch of shows coming up too, right? When are your shows coming up?
I have one October 3rd and 4th
Where?
at Snappers.
There you go.
And I have one October 25th at Coconuts. And then I have ones in November and December, but that's too far away.
Damn, she's booked out more than I am, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
What is that all about? Where are you? Is this all Snappers?
It's all, no,
Where?
Coconuts.
Oh, Coconuts?
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing at
I'm going to be
Coconuts?
featuring.
You're going to be featuring?
You got-
yeah, I'm coming to that show. Dude, that's going to be awesome.
that I definitely want to see.
Yeah,
do 20
dude,
minutes.
that'd be great.
I've never seen you do more than like 3.
Yeah.
What are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
she's
I
done, like,
accidentally did 20 at Snappers last time.
accidentally.
Ooh.
Bob didn't like me.
He didn't like you or didn't like
Didn't
you?
light me
Nah.
because
How
I
could
was
you probably
doing
couldn't
so
see.
well.
You probably had like your hand over your eyes and you couldn't see him doing
I
it.
only do that when I'm talking to people because I cannot see because the lights are so
What are
bright.
you doing
and I
when you do
had to-
stand up? What do you talk to the wall the rest of the time?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, well,
He
I don't
tried.
have to look at people.
That was like he went in with like a full-edged, double-edged sword like this, and right when he went to hit you, like a branch it came in, he ricocheted off, and you were like, "What was that?" And he was like,
Right.
"I tried. I'm sorry."
This is gladiatorial jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the
a
analogy
forest.
I chose to use that.
Bushido blade style.
As you know, this show is broadcast out of Clearwater, Florida, which is right next door to Tampa. And as always, I'm ashamed that we live in Florida. It's a great place to live, but there are a lot of stupid people around here. In the news nationally this week, another stupid person from Tampa. You may have heard of her. Her name is Jasmine Tridevil. I almost hate to give her any recognition, except that people are still unsure what the hell's going on with this chick. If you don't know who she is, she's
I
a
don't.
girl. She's a girl who claims to have surgically implanted a third boob on her chest. Right, 3. So now she has 2 boobs.
She's
one in the middle.
Well, let's just call her what she is, which is a total recall.
Yeah, exactly. That's everybody's making that
Yeah.
comparison. Obviously, if you don't know what Jordan's talking about, you live under a rock. The Total Recall remake had a girl with 3 breasts in it, which did the original one have that as well?
Oh God, yes.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, this all makes sense. What people on Facebook have been talking about the Total
Wow.
Recall jokes. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Is a new movie coming
Okay.
out?
So Jordan will throw a picture. But anyway, so this chick is a Tampa masseuse therapist, a massage therapist, and not. According to her website, she's not the one that gives happy endings. There's no happy endings here with this chick, but she wants to have a reality show, and she came out saying, "I got this surgery." A lot of people think it's fake. I went on Snopes. They actually say it's false. They researched it. They invited her to talk to them. She refused. So far, she hasn't shown anybody, like, I don't think, maybe one show where she actually lifted up where you could see if it was real or not. I've never heard. Tiffany, what do you think of this? A girl getting like a third breast. Like, how are you on augmentation just in general? like breast enlargement and stuff like that. Are you okay with that? Do you think it's stupid? What do you feel?
Oh,
You're a girl.
I don't care if people do it or not.
Can you see why they would do it? I mean, would you want to have anything enhanced? If you could have one thing enhanced on your body, what would it be?
Like bigger?
Whatever you want.
You could get anything. If she got an extra boob, you could get like an extra eye.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be something quite so obnoxious and separate.
No.
I mean, even the normal stuff. If you could get like a tummy tuck, or if you could get chin wear, just in general,
my
what
tummy's
would you
really good.
look? I'm not saying that you have problems with your body.
That's why I'm telling her to think big, dude. She's not gonna find any flaws in herself. You know her better than that.
Yeah, I know. I
You have to
really
add
don't
something to
think
make her
there's
cooler.
anything wrong with me.
Oh my god.
I'm perfectly happy with my looks.
Okay, but if you just
Can I make myself be like bigger brained?
no, yeah. I mean, you talk about size ways.
What about like a nostril in your index finger so you can smell stuff at the supermarket without having to like bend down to it?
No, you're just being unrealistic now.
Well, a third breast seems pretty
Yeah.
unrealistic.
I
when you think
definitely
about
would
it.
not like that. I mean, to be honest, my
Would you
boobs
get
are already hard enough work.
Well, what if you?
Really?
Wait, what are you talking
I
about?
hate like my bra is always like cutting into me, and I'm always like this and adjusting it.
You need
and
to find a
bringing
better
it-
bra then, don't you?
I do have a bunch of different bras.
Spend a little bit more money on the bra. Get the higher
I
expensive
do.
bras, and then you get
Honestly,
comfortable.
I couldn't imagine it being that uncomfortable. I mean, you're like, what, an eighth of a Dolly
It's
Parton?
like I have my balls up here. You know how your balls are uncomfortable down in between your legs? It's like balls.
No.
No,
It-
they're
I'm
not unless you
adjusting.
sit down or you
Yeah.
shift, but not really.
Yeah, I don't really need like huge support for them. I've never worn like a supportive garment.
Yeah, and plus, as far as like
Yeah.
coverage area, a lot smaller than the breast. The breasts are much bigger. You would
Well,
think they would be more
I'm
uncomfortable.
just saying, I thought you guys were uncomfortable with sweaty balls and all that stuff.
Stop
I
saying
just
balls
was
again.
sorry. Moth balls.
Yeah, all right, that went horribly right.
Wouldn't it be funny if that's what it was? A mothball was
I
the
expected
balls
to go.
on
You know
the
what?
moth.
I expected to go. You know what? Maybe I'd make my calves a little bit bigger. But no, not
Why would I
Tiffany.
wanna
Dude,
make-
you're never gonna get that out of
Okay.
her.
No,
Anyway, we're off subject.
I'm
So
really good shaped.
okay, so this girl gets a third boob.
Ooh, I'd
which,
be taller. I could be a little bit
So you
taller
would
because
get
then I could be like a model.
okay, so wait a second. So you would get like because they do that where you can actually get
Yeah, I
your
don't
femur
wanna do
lengthened.
that.
You wouldn't do that?
No, but
Why? Why not?
it would still be fun to be taller. But I wouldn't want to make myself taller
What if
because
they
I'm
could
already
do
good
it-
enough.
Fun
I'm
to-
petite right now.
What if they could do it like Star Trek style though, where they just like run a laser beam over you, and boom, you're tall. Like you don't have to do like that whole bone stretching horrible pain thing.
Be awesome. Big cranks turning up. All right. So anyway, so the girl gets a third breast. Here's the thing that cracked me up. I'm reading like the comments and everything, and then I figure she's got like 4 videos on her YouTube page. So I went on and I checked one of the videos, and one of the videos was how to get a job. If you watch the video, it's amazing. Go on her website. Her name is Jasmine Tridevil, and check out how to get a job. It's amazing because obviously she's a girl who knows how to manipulate men. She obviously has a problem with men. And then in one other video, she talks about why she goes through a Q&A, people sending her questions about the third breast. Her reasoning for getting a third breast, this is amazing, is that she wants to be unattracted to men. She's done with men. She's not bisexual, but she is done with men, and she wants to turn them off, which I could understand.
I don't think.
Here are the comments, though, on Facebook and on Twitter. What is she, stupid? Another breast? Men would love that. Okay. There's no way in hell I would be attracted to a girl with a breast in the middle. Jordan, is that something that you would be into? Like, realistically, if a girl did that, look at that. Would you be okay with that? Would that turn you on? Because I don't think that would be. Come on.
Total Recall was a formative movie.
Because of the 3-breasted woman?
It was in a shocking and erotic scene.
It wasn't as shocking. She was walking through like a marketplace.
It was suddenly a lady, and all of a sudden she opened up her chest, whatever you call it,
in a marketplace.
in a bar.
Oh, okay, whatever. She was selling herself. She was a prostitute. That's
It
right.
was 3 boobs.
Oh my God.
I'm saying it's less disturbing than say like a mono boob would be.
All right, stop. Yes, Tiffany.
Wouldn't it be fun to motorboat them?
Okay,
like you
stop.
would be like,
I'm so sorry I interrupted you for that. I'm sorry.
Imagine if she just had one breast, like one normal sized breast in the middle of her chest, just flopping back and forth.
Okay, wait a second though.
That would be even worse.
You're evading my question.
would
My
be-
question to you is:
What?
Is that something you'd be into as a man? Would you be like, yeah, dude, that's if you met her at a bar and she
If
literally-
I met her at a bar
Yeah.
and she's fairly attractive,
She is
she's
fairly
got
attractive.
one extra boob,
look at her, she's fairly attractive.
that's not going to bother me. The extra boob, it's
all?
No.
I would
freak
not
me out,
like
It
dude.
depends on what. I mean, unless it's like feels like a rock or something terrible.
I mean,
So it's for you. If aesthetically it's good, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh my
See,
God, dude,
it's
that's
already
so freaky.
halfway there aesthetically.
It's freaky looking.
Don't fake boobs, aren't they hard? Because someone told me that
That's
they
what I was
went out with a
saying, not the
girl
good
that had
ones.
fake boobs and it was like a brick.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
but that's one girl, Tiffany.
That's what I'm afraid of.
And they've made huge advancements in breast augmentation. We have a guy that does them here. He's on a local radio station all the time, and he does great work. And
yeah,
I
but
mean,
a
it's
doctor who's shady enough to put a third boob on you, what kind of work is he
shady?
going to do?
Look, if you have enough money, you can buy a good doctor. You can convince a good doctor to do it. I don't know.
I don't think
Here's
she
the
got a
thing,
good
though.
doctor.
Wait,
How
hold
did
on. Here's
they
the thing.
do
Yes.
that?
Hold on, Crystal. Here's the thing. They've tried to contact the doctor that did this. Nobody really knows. So, and now she's kind of evading interviews and stuff. But she says in the video she wants to have an MTV reality show. The girl's her personality leaves a bit to be desired. Yes, Crystal. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say it's a really good advantage for a guy because he has a boob for each hand and one for his mouth.
Okay.
That was like my
Yeah.
motor building thing, but different.
See?
Then it wasn't like your motor or anything because it was different. Yeah, so that's the big story. If you have any information, you can call in the show 727-475-6139 if you know if it's real or not, if you know this girl. So far, the news has turned up a police report at an airport where she claims to have lost a luggage, parcel, a luggage bag or whatever.
A luggage bag.
I don't know. I totally screwed that up.
Suitcase.
A suitcase. Well, I wanted to say luggage, but I couldn't. I didn't want to. Anyway, and she listed the belongings, and in the belongings in the luggage, it said
Bag.
whatever. It's luggage, but it's one piece
a
of
luggage
luggage.
bag
A piece
now.
of luggage. It's a carry-on. I don't know what the hell it is.
It's a
an
bag you
overnight
carry your luggage
In the
in,
end, it's
like
not
a
an
lunch bag.
Yeah, but maybe when you say whatever. If you say suitcase, it seems too big.
All right,
for her.
get on with it, luggage bag boy.
In there was listed a 3-breasted prosthesis. So there's some shady stuff going on. Plus, she got the crap beat out of her like 6 months ago by some dude.
That was fake?
No, I don't know if it was fake. She made the guy stand out in Tampa with a sign that said, "I beat women," and that if he did that, if he agreed to do it for a full day, then he wouldn't go to jail. That she agreed with the judge that would be a punishment.
And how old is she? Supposedly like 21?
Yeah, she's very young, 21, 22.
Oh, she's already done with
No,
men.
actually, she's 25 now, 25, 26.
okay.
She's already
When she started
jaded.
some of the stuff, it was like 21, 22.
I'm just wondering if she's like some USF student doing pranks.
And on top of it, she has a huge crush on. Guess who she has a crush on?
Gary Sinise.
Reginald Gary Sinise.
That's right, Lieutenant Dan.
Why not?
Reginald Roundtree.
No, think bigger.
Oh, bigger?
Vegas. Let me just say Vegas.
Wayne Newton.
He works in Vegas.
Wayne Newton.
Come on, Wayne Newton.
Carrot Top.
She's 21, dude.
Carrot Top.
Chris Angel.
Very good, Chris Angel. She has a huge. She's actually bought out the front row of his show for just her, and it's like this is before she got the third breast, and she just and I guess she slipped him a note. You got to watch the video; it's very funny. But yeah, she's
He'll
kind of a
go
freak.
out with her because she has a third breast? I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
Is he
Maybe.
single?
Maybe he put the third breast
No,
on
he's
her.
not single.
A magic breast.
Is he
Yeah.
married?
The magic breast.
He
Only
said it,
pops up.
and then he's going to demolish it and escape from the explosion.
It only pops up when they do YouTube videos, and then after that you can't see it. It's disappeared.
She must be rich.
I don't know, Crystal. What do you think, though? I mean,
How is she so rich?
why would you want to? It's like $20,000 for the thing. How do you feel
That's
about a
pretty
girl
rich.
doing it? Do you feel it's weird or?
For that old?
The third boob?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's very futuristic. Who's to say if it's weird? I mean, that might be the norm in the future.
It's futuristic. Oh, in the future we'll have elbows on our forehead. What the hell?
I get a very
when you
Fifth
go to Mars?
Element
What
vibe
kind of
out
a freaky
it.
future is that?
I get a very Fifth Element vibe out of it. So.
Well, it's
Fifth
Total
Element.
Recall, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's the
Fifth
one with the
Element, too.
Kawato.
No, it's pretty cemented in Total Recall.
well, yeah.
considering-
I mean, I'm just saying the futuristic
There
part.
were no 3-breasted women other than that freaky opera chick in the Fifth Element with the
Yeah, the
freaking
Fifth
thing.
Element, you wear seatbelts for clothes. that was the futuristic part in that.
All right, so that's a 3-breasted woman. The whole thing is freaking me, but it just goes to show, though, like this chick has caused a huge internet. Now she hasn't got huge hits on her on all of her YouTube videos. One's got over 1 million. It's a very short one where she's dancing to "Creep" by Radiohead, and it is creepy because she designs her own tops and she dances and like look at my new breasts. And that one it looks pretty damn real, I have to say, right, Jordan? You watched them,
It was
looked
hard
real.
to tell, yeah.
but in the other one you clearly said there was 2 different skin tones.
Yeah, and one she looked like different skin tones, and the other she had the weird bikini top where it covers up part of her neck, and I think yeah, it's just like a balloon.
that hangs off of her neck, almost
Well, no,
like
it's just
almost like a,
latex onto her.
it's a latex. What do you call the turtlenecks that are fake?
Mock turtleneck?
No, the one that that's a no, the one that it doesn't actually have.
Yeah, what is that? I
Doesn't
know
actually
what
have a
you're
shirt.
saying.
It just goes down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rico.
Dickie.
Yeah, I guess is that what
A
it's called?
Dickie.
Yeah, that's it, like Uncle Rico wore in Napoleon Dynamite.
Hmm.
Very funny. Also pretty awesome, and I wish I could play these on the air. Our friend Brady Ferguson, who lives in Canada, I've rediscovered you, sir. Your sing snap stuff is pretty goddamn entertaining. I'll say that. It's pretty entertaining, dude. I'm not a big fan. Hold on, Crystal. I'm not a big fan of karaoke, even though we've done it a couple times. Jordan and I had like karaoke fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
You missed it. That was an interesting
dang.
fight.
That
But
was so awesome.
But I did not. I wasn't aware of Sing Snap. I might actually try Sing Snap. I might actually try this. Crystal, tell everybody what Sing Snap is. What you see it to be.
It's an online karaoke place that you can go and sing karaoke and record yourself and share it on social networks. It is awesome. And I made an account today and
you
I
really?
sang a song.
Oh, what? You already sang one?
I did.
What the hell were you doing this morning, dude? Did you do that this morning before you went to work?
Yeah.
You are a spaz, dude. Are you serious?
What did you
I
sing?
totally
What
did
did you sing?
Yeah, what was the song?
It was We Are the World.
Oh, really? That's the one you picked?
That's your first one.
Oh, We Are the World. Did you do the
Jeez.
Stevie Wonder thing while you were doing it? We are. Dude, that song is so old, man. Why wouldn't you pick something a little bit
Well,
newer?
because I know for sure I know all the words for that song and I know the harmony as well.
So what do you do? Did you do a double screen like Brady did?
I didn't do that because I didn't have a lot of time. I was pushing the limit on having to leave. For
Dude,
work.
I'm up getting the kid to school. She's doing karaoke before she
Yeah.
goes to work. How is
whoa,
that fair?
Whoa, whoa,
How is that fair?
That's how
Back
it
it up.
started
Can
with
we
Marty.
watch that after?
Back it up.
Just
Crystal?
skip over it.
We're watching it after the
Yeah,
show.
we'll watch it after. So if you don't know, go on Snap, Sing Snap, and check out Brady Ferguson's videos. He's got 156 songs. Brady, it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like Tiffany said, your wife is like, oh, he's out in the garage again doing his karaoke. I mean, you've got your little man cave, and we love the mic progression, how you go from one mic to the next.
Oh,
now you
so
get the
funny.
serious, like Elvis,
Yeah.
Orson Welles mic that you got.
Yeah, or like Frank Sinatra type thing. I don't know.
It was so
One
good.
minute
It
to
was
the
funny.
Those mics are great. They're very expensive, but yeah, I'd love to get a harmonica
He's like
going.
so into it too when
Well,
he's doing. He's
I
like,
mean, Tiffany, we've seen videos of you dancing to Wild Wild West and everything.
but I was a little kid.
But you know damn well now you would do
Yeah.
this. You
it
even
looks
said,
really tempting.
why don't you though? Why don't you do
Yeah,
a
why
profile?
haven't you done one?
Well, I don't have like a
That's okay.
serious microphone and headphone situation.
She's all like, if I don't have the tools, if I don't have the skills, I'm not going to go up
But
against
so
Brady.
if we set you up with an account tonight after the show, you could do one right here, right now, obviously.
Yeah, we got mics.
Yeah.
You have a mic, by the way. This is
Yeah,
your
that's
mic.
it. That's
You can
your
take
mic.
this out of the house at any time. You own this mic front. You bought it. You paid for it. It's your mic. She's like,
she
what?
thinks
But
that's
what
too
would I
much
do
work.
with it at that point?
What?
Oh,
my
God.
God.
I lost her in
I
2
know,
seconds. She
dude.
right off the.
Gee, she just drifts in and out. It's like and she doesn't do drugs, but she acts like it sometimes.
She's
I
like
know,
the
I really do.
She's like the heroin nodder, just going right out. All right,
What?
Yeah, all right, train spotting. Wake up. What the hell? Yeah. So Brady, kudos to you, and please call in anytime. We love the videos. You singing bastard. Crystal wants to know what the hell you're doing with your arms. But listen, we all express ourselves physically with music the way we're gonna do it. I'm sure. Look, I
She
have.
thought you were spanking one out in one of the songs. That's what Crystal and Tiffany were saying. I personally
I
didn't
was
see
not.
it, dude.
I never said that. But
You-
yeah, he's like this, and you're like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, it's,
Like it looks like he's like.
it's suspect. That's
But
all
No,
I'm
to
because
be
saying.
your
fair though,
minds are
like if
filled
your
with poop.
hand, if you're actually doing that at the position your hand was, your wiener would be like 18 inches long, so it would have been fine.
Plus, you're going at an upward angle. Who enjoys that? Nobody enjoys that.
Well, Crystal said it first, and I was
This,
like, I
hold
can
on.
see that.
This once again proves that you guys don't know anything about penises. I just
Yeah.
say that. You told, listen, Tiffany one night tried to give us advice on how to pee correctly, and I was like, just stop talking. You don't know what you're talking about.
She
Wait.
thought we had to have like support garments for our testicles.
I know.
Well, isn't your underwear
What, they just
support?
roll out down the street? No,
Yeah.
they're attached to the body.
They hang though.
All right, I don't want to talk about that anymore. All right, so sorry, Brady, that your discussion and your moment turned into balls on the floor. I'm a little amped up, though. I'll say this. I'm a little amped up because I went to Publix for lunch. Publix, if you don't live in Florida, is a local grocer chain.
The
and-
good one,
y-
as people know it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I enjoy Publix. But they have baggers there, and usually the baggers are like 1 or 2 people. They're like young kids or they're mentally disabled people that
yeah,
work
I've
there.
had experiences.
Which is fine. I mean, one time I was on
Mhm.
Publix, and this guy actually gave some guy with Downs like a hard time. I was like, dude, really? Like, come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Ease up, you know what I'm saying? So today I'm in Publix, I'm checking out, right? And there's, as I go to the express line, there's a woman in front of me, she's doing her stuff, and there's a young black girl there who's like maybe 15, 16, and then the cashier, right? The girl's obviously the bagger. And they are both, all three of them, or not three of them, the two of them, are going off about something that's happening at Publix now with either coupons or some advertising that is messing with their brain to the point where they're giving away free groceries. So first of all, right away, I'm like, okay, you guys are stupid because you're giving away free groceries. And they're like, yeah, it confuses us and it makes us give away free groceries. I'm like, oh, so you misunderstand the policy and you just give away product. Great. Good employees. Perfect, right? So then in
Chris
this
gets
discussion,
in fights with like the least important people.
this isn't a fight. I wasn't involved in this. I just observed this, and I thought it was really sort of a statement on people's attitudes lately. All right, so check this out. And this is starting at a young age. This girl's 16, right? So they're having the conversation, and then the one woman, like you can see, she wants to leave, and then she leaves. The other girl, the young girl, doesn't miss a beat, still complaining about the same thing, shifts her eyes to me like we've been in the conversation together. Now, I'm pulled into the conversation.
Oh, I've had that happen, too.
I don't
know
even,
what you're talking about.
Right, I don't even know what she's talking about,
That's
right?
the worst.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting looking at her like, yeah, I guess it sucks that you don't want to friggin' learn your job correctly. What the hell? I mean, what do you say? So I didn't say anything. I just did that sort of, right? So then in the middle of that, this gets even better. In the middle of that, a manager, the front-end manager comes up and says, hey, I need you to go out to the parking lot and get some carts. And she looks at her immediately and goes, oh, no, I can't do that. And I'm like, what? And she goes, no, if I go out there, I'll have a bloody nose for like 3 hours. I can't go out there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This girl basically said I can't go out to the parking lot to do my job and collect the carts.
She gets a bloody nose.
She gets, for 3 hours. First of all, my thing is, how do you get back and forth to your house without getting a bloody nose everywhere you go, right? Your clothes should be covered in blood. And what do you do when you go home? You just stay indoors all the time? You never go out for longer than like 8 seconds? What the hell does that even mean?
I hope this bubble girl is listening to this show right now.
It's
and
the
it hates you
lamest.
so much.
Let me say this: it's the lamest excuse I've ever heard for not wanting to go out and do your damn job. At 16, this girl's like, "No, I get a bloody nose." Come on, dude. I've been in medicine for a long time. Not a lot of people that get bloody noses after being exposed to 85 to 90% humidity for 20 minutes. It doesn't happen that way. You have to be in the desert or in Arizona or in a high altitude. It doesn't work that way here, especially if you live here, especially if this is where you live and you're accustomed to the climate. Yes,
weird.
Crystal.
I just like to say, first of all, I doubt that she was 15 or 16. You were at your lunch hour, and a 15 or 16-year-old person should be at school.
She looked very young. Maybe she was 18 or 19.
They get-
Who knows? She was
All these
very
kids
young.
look
No,
the same to
they
me
can-
today.
No, she was very young. She was very young.
When
Short and
kids-
very young.
When kids are in school,
Yeah, they have
they're
work
allowed to
release.
leave,
Yeah, I did. I
yeah.
worked at Steak and Shake during school hours.
so possibly it was for that. But
I'm just saying.
yeah,
It's her job to go collect the
work
carts.
ethic.
And right off the bat, don't you think that's a pretty lame excuse? I can't do it.
Kids-
Come on.
If I was her manager, I would have definitely probably sent her, depending on the policy
Definitely,
Publix
probably.
has as far as what managers can do, I would have sent her home. And
Yeah.
I would have been like, you're done. You can go home. And when she came back the next day, she would be right now.
Yes, sorry. I have a job at the mall, but I can't do anything outside of the mall. I have to stay in the mall where the air is conditioned, and I can't. Come on.
You're
What is
hired for a
that?
specific job. If you can't perform those job duties, then
Right.
we need to reevaluate this relationship.
Good
we
God.
That's the business Crystal right there, dude.
Who-
Yeah.
Straight up. She just brought that
It's
like.
a Publix bagger. You can't feel too. You can't expect the world from the Publix bagger.
But you should expect her to be
Well,
able to go outside, Jordan.
See-
To go outside of
I-
the business.
I had one go outside. You know what happened to me?
What?
This boy that
He
was
hit on
like
you?
16. Well, yeah, usually the
Don't.
Oh,
what?
dude.
the
What?
Down
Why?
syndrome ones usually ask me out. But anyway,
Ask you
Oh my
out?
God.
yeah, I've had a few of them.
Are
like,
you
be like,
serious?
"Hi." But anyway,
Wait, back up. When they say hi, does that immediately in your brain they want to ask you
no,
out?
like they
Oh my
keep
God.
staring at me.
Have they ever said to you,
Oh
would
my
you like to
God.
go out?
He's like, you're so pretty.
Have they ever asked you to go out?
I don't remember. I
That's
just know
a-
they
that's
hit
a
on
no.
me.
That's a no.
So nobody's listen, no,
Yeah.
stop. I'm gonna let you get what
So
you want out, but
horrible.
I gotta stop right. That's awful that you just did
Yeah.
that.
So bad.
No, like they.
Every person who talks to you is trying to pick you
No,
up.
no, not at all. I never think anyone likes me, but
Ah.
except for
no,
the public.
there's.
Okay, all
but
right.
that's
Let
just
her
not
finish
the
the story.
story.
Yes,
but
go
the
ahead.
main thing,
Jesus.
they're very like they're staring at me. They're very uncomfortable when they do like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
a whole
so
thing.
this 16-year-old kid walks me.
Presentation, juggling.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
This 16-year-old walks me out to the car,
Yeah.
and he's like, man, if it gets any hotter out here, my asshole would be boiling.
Oh,
This
what?
kid's like 16, a bagger. And
Oh
like
my
this is
God,
what he
man.
said says to me when he's walking me out to the car with my groceries. And I was just like, what?
That's awful, dude.
It was so
Yeah.
weird. That was like a month
He
ago.
probably was over you, and he was like, I'm going to say something really stupid.
No,
right now
I'm
and
really nice. No,
jackassy.
but seriously, the other guys are total like they're like this.
No, listen. If staring and smiling is not the same thing as asking you on a date.
Yeah.
They don't ask me out on a date, but they're like,
Exa-
"You're
well,
so
but
pretty." They
what
make
did
you
you
feel
say
really
to me?
uncomfortable.
What did you just say a second ago?
They didn't ask me out. I never said they asked me out on a date. I said they're hitting on me.
I am going to pull
We've
that
got
back.
it recorded.
Yeah.
It went out live on
Yeah.
YouTube.
You said they're always asking me out for dates, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Really? Come on, man. That's
But
pretty
it-
ballsy for a bagger.
I just meant that they're hitting on me.
They're not hitting on you. They're just looking at you.
No, they make it really uncomfortable. It's
What do you mean?
happened like two
when
or
they look
three
at you,
times.
they go like this?
No, like they're like, it's just so weird.
What
It's happened
weird?
like 2 to 3 times. No, I've been with other people, and the people are like, that dude was so creepy. I'm like, I know.
You actually have a track record of being uncomfortable around disabled people, so and doing rude things. So no,
I
I
have
still don't believe you.
witnesses.
I don't believe you.
I have witnesses. They're like, that guy was so creepy.
I don't
I'm
want
like,
to
I
talk
know.
to the witnesses.
We're gonna because we do want to talk to the witnesses because then she won't have witnesses. We've established how she works. I didn't say I have witnesses. I've told this story to people.
All right, I'll get into this right now since we're on the subject. We've discovered in the past week or so a thing about Tiffany. Tiffany has a hard time deciphering what the hell a date actually is. Now we know that she doesn't know when the actual question, right, Jordan?
She literally doesn't. Yeah.
And then when she is on the date, she still is in complete either denial or cluelessness.
Basically, the problem with these Down syndrome guys is they don't actually ask her out on the date because then she wouldn't have any idea. She would go right ahead with it. Oh, no, we're just going out for friends.
For friends. And listen. I've been spending a lot of time with Tiffany out doing stand-up, so don't get me wrong. I love Tiffany, but you claim to have it all laid out. You got it down pat. But then recently, we have a friend who has been on the show who asked you out on a night, and you thought you made it sound like it was a business thing, like, right, Jordan?
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Hold on, wait, listen.
She basically thought she was like an escort. I mean, not
Right.
not the bad kind.
Well, yeah, and at first she said I'm an escort. I'm like, you might not want to tell people that. That's not probably the best thing to spread around. But like a +1, right, Crystal?
Yeah.
Right, but she explained it in such a way that we all told her it was a date.
She said the guy asked her out. Well, first of all, she said he asked her out on a thing. Like, I need you to accompany me. She used the word accompany me to a thing, which right away makes
I honestly thought she was going to like some company function.
I
the
did
way she
too.
described it.
Right.
I did too.
But then we find out later that he's asked her out. Not only has he asked her out, but he offered to pick her up at her house. Okay,
and
there's
I
one.
said no.
Well, hold on, stop. That's one red flag right there for
Yeah.
us as far as date.
We're not saying what you did or didn't do. We're
Right.
saying what you did not understand.
Exactly. So yeah, the picking up of the house that went right over her head, and then and being the good girl that she is, I'll meet you halfway, which is just weird to me. Why would you do that? I don't even know. I'll meet you at the Dunkin' Donuts and we'll drive the rest of the way.
Your
That's
car
weird.
can't make it all up.
Okay, maybe I don't know. So and then
Yeah, I was
and
like,
then there was a dinner prior to the event, not at the event. So there's a dinner in a separate place. That's the second red flag.
Yeah.
Second red flag. Usually, if you go to an event, there's food there, so that's kind of a given you're going to be eating. But if it's at a restaurant, that's a whole nother. That's an intimate dinner evening. Anyway, then from the dinner, not to a corporate event or a meeting or a presentation, it's a Frank Zappa tribute band at the deal. So it's not even. And it's not like an orchestra. I don't even know what the hell you went to. And so yeah. So as you went out, Tiffany, did it feel like a date through the night?
Let me start from the beginning. All right. So he calls me up on Tuesday, and he's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then, which was a trick.
Why was it a trick?
Because when I said nothing, then he's like, "Well, then you can come with me." And I'm like, "Crap."
Have you ever been suspicious of this guy maybe being a little attracted to
No.
you? Never. We've hung out with him a
Okay.
couple of times.
He's gonna be on the show next week.
It's Ward Smith. He's been
Yeah.
on the show. So Ward Smith, and
He's
it's
like 55.
he's not. He's not 55.
Really?
No, he's
Well,
not
what
55.
does that mean, Tiffany? Does that give it any particular characteristics?
No, I would just think that he would think he was too old to be in my category.
Oh,
Listen, he's
your
still
denial rings hollow.
He's hold on, wait, Tiffany. He still is vibrant. He's a local actor. His run at the down in St. Pete with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest got great reviews. He wasn't a lead player in it, but the whole cast was Harold, and it was a very good run. And he's doing stand up. And his father was a local newscaster, so there's some sort of celebrity there. being around
If
him.
I were 10 years older, maybe, but I'm
Maybe.
not.
So you're not saying he's ugly, just too old for you.
Is he gonna watch this?
He's going to be here next week. We'll talk
Okay.
about it again.
Yeah, we're sending
Are
him a-
you gonna be doing sound bites?
I don't know. Maybe
Probably.
now.
If he were 10 years younger, and I were 10 years older,
All right, I'm confused. Let's get back to the
then
night.
that
So,
would, anyway.
yeah,
So
so you-
so I said no, I'm not doing anything. He's like, oh, you can come with me to this thing, and I felt like it was like,
now, did
oh,
he? Okay, now, wait a second. Are you paraphrasing, or did he actually say, "Come with me to this thing"? Because that's very important.
God, you're asking me to remember words.
A conversation where you may have been killed after that conversation, for all we know.
I don't know, but the way I took it
did.
was that
She just gave me the ghetto hand.
it
You
was
see
at-
that?
Yeah.
it was at the
Jesus.
Palladium, which is where he works. So I thought it was a work thing. That's all I heard was Palladium. So I was like, oh, it must be like a work thing. And I was thinking, oh, he probably asked out other people, and I was his like last resort. He needed it because it was the week
So
of.
you're just assuming all kinds of things.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then
So
he's
dangerous.
like, how about I come and pick you up? And I'm like, well, no, because how about I meet you halfway? Because the thing is, St. Pete's very intimidating. I don't like parking. I'm very worried about parking. I like to know what parking lots are like before I go out. And
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
So anyway, so we met.
She has a
and then we-
big ass truck, by the way. What do you got to worry
A
about?
Ford Explorer.
Just
And
roll
then,
over
well,
a
yeah, but
Kia.
sometimes St. Pete's one-way streets. It's very confusing. Anyway,
Yes. One-way streets.
and I don't
want to
pay for parking.
How do you navigate them?
How do you decide which way to go on the one-way street? I don't get it.
I don't want to pay for parking. So anyway, so I was like, cool, we'll meet in the middle. But I definitely said no about picking me up. And then, but though, as the week went on, like he would message me and be like, so I'm very excited about this week. And I was like, well, this is kind of
Okay.
weird.
Okay, so that was a red flag for you.
But then it was too late because I already said yes. And
Did
I was
you
like,
consider dipping out on him?
and
Not
then
going?
I was like, I'm a 5th degree black belt, and no one can do anything with me that I don't want to, so I'm gonna go.
So you were afraid you were going to get raped
No,
by this person?
I did not think I was gonna get raped.
That's what
but
it
I was
sounded
just
like to me just
I was
then.
like, there's just no,
Yeah.
like, no. I was just saying I am safe. It doesn't matter. Like, there's
Safe
no
from
reason-
what,
Well-
if not rape?
Well, like him, like trying to touch me.
So if he accidentally touched you, what would your arm bar him to the ground? What does that even mean? Why?
I have done that because when I was
Jesus.
when I was little, like in high school, I went out on dates that I didn't know about. And one guy like
This has
tried to
happened
like
to her
kiss.
before, too.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom
God.
has always said that I'm so bad at this. My mom says this all
Crystal
the
looks
time.
confused. I don't know why you look confused. See, here, listen to what she said. I went out on dates that I didn't know about.
When I was 16,
Like she did last weekend.
yeah,
The
when I
same
was
exact
16, I
thing.
went out with the boy. I thought we were just friends, and
Of
then he
course
tried
you
to
did.
kiss me, and then he kept trying to kiss me. So I had to end up putting him in an armbar because he would not stop trying to kiss me, and I was like, ew.
Yeah, but was he trying to kiss you by leaning in, or did he put his arms around
Like
you?
he kept like trying to take my dress off my shoulder.
Oh, well, bust his ass
Okay,
then.
Yeah,
that's
I
not
did.
kissing then.
Yeah,
That's,
that's rape.
So,
That's pre-rape right there.
but anyway, so my
her
mom's always
terms
said,
are so screwed up.
Well, no, here it is though. They're general. She's generalizing a lot of things,
Yeah.
leaving openings, and that's
so
how she
anyway,
does her
when
stuff.
we were
dude.
out though, like he put his like arm around me, and then he like touched my hand, and I was just like, meh. And then at the end of the day,
This is Ward Smith again. This is last week, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And then he rode off on his bike, and he was really mad.
And then at the
All right, I don't want to hear about when you were 8.
at
Let's
the end, yeah, where I'm talking about the date with
Okay, so
Ward.
look, but I don't want to go to the end right now. I want to back up a little bit. So you had dinner.
Yeah.
What did you guys talk about? What was the conversation about? Was it like date conversation? You know, like where are you from? What do you do? What are your
Is that
joys?
date conversation?
Yeah,
I just
kind
thought
of.
that was
Getting to know
getting
somebody, right? Isn't that
somebody.
date conversation,
Yeah.
Jordan? What do
Getting
you
to
talk
know
about it when you're on
somebody is a
dates? Don't you
date.
ask her questions
Well, what do you
about
talk
it?
about
trying
when
to
you're
get
hanging out with friends? The
Hold on,
same.
wait. What do you?
Video games.
Yeah.
Duh.
We already know each other. We're friends.
Or I don't see Ward into the video game thing at all.
We talked about his acting. I don't know. I don't really remember. I'm sorry.
So the whole night you get this free dinner and you get because you didn't pay for anything, right?
Did he talk about
Wait,
himself?
back up. Did you pay for anything?
No, because I had my credit card and he just.
She
did it.
didn't pay for
Yeah,
anything.
no.
That is
wow.
date. That's a
Date.
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 I thought I was doing him a favor by going with him, so he didn't look
Doing
like a
him a
dork all by
favor.
himself.
And usually when you go out with a guy on a date, it's kind of a favor to the guy.
It is a favor because it's a date.
Killing
She's
it.
so angry right
And then no, not. Then he introduced me to all of his people.
now. As what?
Sometimes his friend.
Yes. Other times
Sometimes
his date.
Tiffany.
Yeah. Did he ever say this is my date, Tiffany?
He may have.
Ah, he said it. I knew he said it, dude.
But I thought
But
he was
I was
referring to the
already there!
fruit.
I was
I
already
thought he
there.
meant a nut.
Look,
Yeah.
it's not a date unless I say it's a date too. I have to know. If I don't know,
Not
then
to all
it's not
those
a date.
people that you met.
Yeah, you're his girlfriend now.
No, no.
Half the Frank Zappa crowd in St. Pete.
And listen, here's the thing, though. You can go out with a girl and not be like, romantically involved, and still call her your date because
Yeah.
technically you're a date.
Bob does that. Bob needed someone for the Aflac Gala, and I went as his date.
Here's how it's different. What happened at the end of the night?
For
he
what,
drops
Ward?
you off. Yes, he drops you off. What does he say at the end of the date?
I don't remember. But anyway,
You don't remember what the dude said? I had a good time. It was nice.
I
You're very
was really
pleasant.
good because I seemed like I liked the music where the other women were yawning.
That's what he said to you?
Yeah.
He said to you, you seemed to enjoy it. The other girls were
Well,
yawning.
he was glad that he took me because other people didn't.
Smooth, man.
What is that?
I don't know.
And then what happened?
So then.
And where are you at right now? You're in
We're
the car?
in the parking lot.
You got out of the car?
Oh yeah, I got out of the car as fast as I could.
What? Why? Was he looming over you?
Well, I just wanted to make sure he didn't try to kiss me. At the
In the
end,
car.
I was totally ready for like, kiss.
All right. So you get out. You're by the car. You're by your car to pick up your car, and then he.
And then he gives me a hug goodbye.
Yep.
And I made sure I didn't linger or play with my keys or any indication that I would want to kiss.
Playing
So-
with your keys is an
Yeah.
indication that
Is
you
it
want to
really?
kiss?
Yeah, like you sit there, you kind of like talk, you kind of fumble with your keys.
Really?
And you take a long
Oh
time.
my God.
I miss so much.
Anyway.
Jesus God, what's wrong with me?
I thought they
So-
had Tourette's. I thought they had like all.
We must tell the other men.
So so we did the
Is she
hug.
jingling her keys? You're in, dude. You're in.
We did the hug, and then I was like, "Oh, good, we're done." And then I don't even know how it happens. I don't even know. All I know is that all of a sudden I felt like a wet lip situation.
Oh, so he
going.
got a kiss.
No,
Yeah,
like
he went for
no,
it.
he just like
He
went,
went
and
for
I
it.
was kind of like, and I probably looked like
Did
a
you do it
kid
like-
that was getting kissed by their aunt. Like,
So did you?
I don't
But
know
did
what my
you
face
do
is
it like smoothly, or did you jerk your head away like you had
I
been
have
burned?
no idea. I'm so scared.
Because if you jerk your head away like you've been burned, that makes
Yeah.
it very awkward.
I'm pretty sure I don't know what my face looked. I'm afraid this is my what am I?
He's gonna come here in the studio
I know.
next week. You
I'm
realize
afraid
that, right?
my face might have been like I'm so worried.
Well, did you
about-
look at him? What did his face look like
I
after?
did not make eye contact after.
Like Don Knotts.
Dude,
Ooh.
I
You
didn't.
didn't?
I didn't make. No, I was just like, all right, so I'll see you at Snappers, and I got in my car and I left, and I
Ooh.
texted Crystal.
Have you talked to him since at all?
Because Crystal said he's gonna be on the show this morning. I was like, I hear you're gonna be on the show, yay!
Ah! He's like, yes. I
I'm
think
just like,
he got that message. He's like, I
No,
think.
no.
Hold on. He got the message and he's like, I think I hear the keys are jingling right
no,
now.
no,
See,
look,
see,
no.
don't jump on top of that. That's
No,
gold
look,
right there. Damn it.
I'm safe because Crystal said that he's liking another girl, so it's okay.
Look, I'm not interested. I could care less one way or the other. I think it's an interesting story only because, not because Ward tried to kiss you, because that's I
Dude,
give him
I
props.
was like,
I wouldn't try that on a first date with a girl. I wouldn't try to
I
kiss them unless I
know.
really felt like there was magic things happening. You
I
know what I
I
mean?
mean, if they
know.
leaned in or something, there's
And not that
times
that
where
ma-
it can happen. But yeah,
That's pretty
ballsy.
ballsy
But-
for
You
the guy.
can't force it.
this is
No.
what I'm hoping.
What?
I'm still hoping that it was not a date.
It was
And
a
that
date.
maybe that's what old people do at the end of things. They give you a little peck on the
I'm almost as old as him, and no, you don't give pecks. Listen,
No, not on the lips.
that's why I brought up the story, because it's not about whether Ward tried to kiss you. I give him props for going for it. My man's
yeah.
like, bam, I'm going for it.
Yeah, he
gotta
used to
do
be
it.
really
He's a
good
player.
looking, I think,
Right?
right?
He's like Nick Nolte
Wow,
in the
could you
deep.
say that? Wait, say
What?
that again.
What'd
He
you
used
say?
to be like really good looking, right?
He's still pretty good looking.
Say it again so we can isolate it.
Here's why I brought it up, because I think it's fascinating that you really don't know when you're being like, when somebody's taking you out on a date.
No.
Somehow you have a denial thing where you skirt what's actually happening to fit it into what you want to happen.
Yeah, you're in
I
denial.
It's
Thought-
amazing.
I just thought we were gonna be hanging out.
You were completely and totally wrong.
Always been terrible at that.
Don't talk over me. You have been.
You were done.
No, I was in the middle of saying
She's
words.
terrible at so many things.
She's just jumping on top of me. You were wrong, completely. So next time when a guy says, "Hey, you get the wheels turning," and say to yourself,
I'm better than
Mm-hmm.
I was because I used to not ever think that any guys liked me at all. My mom would be like, "That person likes you. You have to be careful." But now I kind of feel like, okay,
knows.
like I'm getting
Yeah.
better. But
No, you're not getting better. I don't know. I see Ward, and I see a guy that would probably ask a girl out and not think twice about it.
You got tricked by the Hollow Man.
Oh, don't. I don't. If he
All
watches
right,
this,
I'm
I
moving on.
never said
I'm
that.
moving on.
I
We're not
just
even getting into
thought
that.
it was funny.
You're listening to Double Special. Next week on the show, Ward Smith will actually be here, and maybe we'll talk about
You
the
could ask
date a
him
little
if
bit.
it was a date.
I think
That'll be interesting.
I'm
I
hoping
don't
he'll
think
be
it
honest.
was.
I'm hoping he won't wuss out, but we'll have him on. He's a local guy. He's going to be promoting some stuff. Laugh Stop is coming back to the theater, the Palladium Theater down there, with some more comics. So we'll have him in the studio next week. It should be interesting.
Hey, if he was willing to use up some of that like Satan's blood or nasal napalm on himself, would would you let him give you a kiss then?
No.
Like if he tortured himself?
I don't like to be kissed by people I don't like.
That was so Napoleon
I
Dynamite
know.
right there. Dude.
Gosh. I smelled tater tots. What can I do?
Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So we'll ask him if he thought it was a date. Because I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't. I think he just needed someone to go with him to the thing. That's what I hope.
Is that what you hope?
Yeah, the kissing thing was so weird.
It's not weird though. I mean, weird because you weren't into it, but I think it's a completely normal progression of an evening. It doesn't sound like you guys had a bad evening.
It's like he basically set
No.
it up for that, and you just blindly followed along out of ignorance.
Of
Yeah,
course
right.
we didn't have a bad evening. I'm a pleasure to hang out with.
Oh my God.
See,
Until the end.
Oh, guess
Right
what?
until the end, then you suck. You're like, oh, no kiss?
Yeah, then
God.
you're like, you fearsome ogre! Ah, be gone from my sight, monster!
This is that foul stench you bring to my face.
Guess what I got to have at the
Yeah,
orchestra?
I don't
I
know.
got to have
God.
Cheez-Its and peanut M&Ms.
You are like a 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You are like a 6. No wonder. How do you? Because I would feel guilty kissing her. I'd be like, I like to kiss her, but she is underage. I cannot kiss her.
The secret, if you really want to take Tiffany out and she can't say no, offer to take her to Toys R Us.
You're right.
And she's in like Flynn.
Yeah. We'll stop there first. Will we? Yes, of course. We'll stay there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe.
Jordan, were we on a date when we went to Toys R Us
Probably.
and I didn't know it?
Probably. That is probably true.
Yeah. And then I leaned in for a kiss, but you were in another aisle. You just went all wrong.
We want to thank everybody for listening to us on IRN Internet Radio Network. If you listen to us on there, thank you so much. And check out the app that they have. Now you can get us on your phone, Double Special app on IRN. Go on their website. I'm sure there's a link there where you can get the app straight to your smartphone and listen to us on the go, which is kind of cool. Also, the rebroadcast on Gear Radio, which is Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. still, I think. And then IRN is Friday nights at 8 o'clock. You can check out 2 hours or an hour and a half.
Go
or
to
2 hours.
IRN.
Yeah, I like IRN. No, well, I like
I like it
Gear
more
too.
than Marshmallow Ghost.
I think we should take a little quick break. When we come back, I want to play Petrocelli's song. It'll be appropriate for the day and the theme that we open the show with. And I'd like to refresh my drink. And, yeah, we got fresh. Are these fresh tater tots? Look at this. Crystal, bring him in. It's right there. Fresh tater tots. Oh, did you make the horseradish ketchup stuff? Look at Crystal. Good for you, sweetheart. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll listen to a bit of Petrocelli. Talk about the video challenges, and we got some notes from Tiffany, who's been hanging out with me, checking out my stand-up, and she made notes about what the stand-up may need to improve. It'll be interesting. Go ahead and play a song and get us out of here. I thought you were already on that. You should have been already on it.
You
Just
didn't
bang
give
it
me
out.
any warning.
What? Are you kidding me? I just said we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and da-da-da-da-da, and so on and so forth.
All right.
And there we go. We'll be back in a couple minutes with a little bit more Double Special right here on Double Special Show, doublespecialshow.com.
We'll leave the video up so you can watch Tiffany eat the tots.
I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Now 2 peas in a pod, to me it's kind of odd. Homeless man staring at the sky, cursing God, calling him a fraud, cause his goodies have been robbed. Bringing it back to the start with a wink and a nod. Call him sworn it phone and throwing it back to smokes. Spilling out the cabin where he kept the 64. WrestleMania all day long. What could go wrong? Took a sheet to the head, knocking pieces for the song. And I'm picking up the pieces of gray matter on the floor. Try to get my IQ back to 164. And I try as I may, I try as I might. I try on me slash cause I'm cloud strive. If I think that you can, I think that you will. Now take it with a glass of water and 2 pills. And you'll feel better every day. Well, yeah. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Now just sitting reminiscing. reminiscing about the days of the position. Sexual statues up in the kitchen. CC no care, we drunk off one bed. Laughing so hard that we burst into tears. Now Jizzy was a man, and man it was a man. Now coffee Satan turning inside out, that's the plan. I bruised up my knees trying to fight off them bees. Crying if you will, taking down an octave please. Now one lesbian and 5 virgin males. We all getting laid into wish well. I tried really hard, I tried so hard, and I stopped because I felt just short. If I think you can do it, I know we can be it. So why don't we get together and see if it works out for the better or worse. We'll do it to the end, of course. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa.
All right, and we're back live on the double special show with our tots, our delicious tots.
Oh my God, dude! She's got the nasal napalm horseradish, and she jacked it up because it's woo
I just fell in
with
love.
mayonnaise and ketchup. This is some white trash stuff right here, dude.
And nasal.
Get that mayo and that ketchup, put that horseradish in, put the tater tots in there. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm in love with Crystal now.
Woo, that's up in the nose. Welcome back to Double Special, second half. If you want to give us a call, you can do so, 727-475-6139. Let me say this. Where in the hell are you, Marty? Why have you not called the show? What has happened to you? I don't know if you're listening, but get your skinny ass up and pick up a phone and give us a call. I haven't heard from you in like 2 months.
I know.
I'm over it, dude.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, well, I'm the one that keeps the glue. I'm the glue of the show. And Marty, we missed you. Why the hell are you not calling in? I want to talk about this nasal napalm. I got a big chunk of something. Holy crap. Yeah, it's like one side of my throat is tingling. The other side's like, what the hell is going on over there? Marty, call us. We miss you. Please start messaging Marty and tell him to call us. Crystal, do your producer thing and get it rolling. Get his ass on the phone.
Marty. I'm worried about
Have
Marty.
you messaged him at all to say, hey, where have you at? Where are you at? What's going on? Why haven't you called?
You know, here's the thing.
So no, so
He's
you
not
haven't even-
Petrocelli, okay? I messaged Petrocelli.
Oh.
Well, that'll help. Thanks.
So I'm joking. I love you, Marty. I love you, Marty.
Yeah, don't mess him now because then he's gonna get right
You're
in the middle
my
of what we're
favorite
doing.
Chris friend, Marty.
But I don't want him to call in because we told him to call in. I want you to message
No,
him.
you told him to call in.
Well, no, I told him, but I mean, I don't want to message him on his. Well, you know what I mean.
I thought you
Here,
like
do you
Sean
want me to
and
message him
Seth.
right now?
Yeah,
Sean and
message
Seth
him.
are like
While we're
brothers.
waiting for Marty to call, as you know, Tiffany, our converted Jew here, connected with Petrocelli, our listener in Cumbria, England, who also, we found out of the blue, has converted to Judaism. Not that that's a thing to me. I just wouldn't. I don't know. For some reason, he didn't. The amount of drinking he does, I just don't. I didn't think that he would be, somebody to convert to Judaism. So it was kind of a weird thing, kind of a shock, and it took Tiffany by surprise. And so, in honor of that, Petrocelli composed a little song for you, Tiffany, and put it up on the internet, and we're going to play it now in honor of Rosh Hashanah. I don't even know what this song means. Maybe you can tell me, Tiffany, after the song, you can tell me what the words are and what it means. That would be interesting. This is Petrocelli and the classic Hava Nagila.
Right. This is for and that. I don't think Em even believed that I converted to Judaism, but I did. And I said I could play a song. So, got guitar, you know. Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Snatcha, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Snatcha. Dog, what you doing? You got a cheeky smile on your face. You just burped. You dirty Hey! I'm talking to you. Don't ignore me. You've burped in the middle of a Lord song. Huh? No. Oh, that wasn't a burp. That was a fart, you smelly bastard. Fucking ruined it now.
There it is, Petricelli. And that was for you, Tiffany. How's that make you feel?
Oh, it was very nice.
You got guys singing to you. You know he's asking you on a date, right?
Yeah, that was a date call. That was the mating call, as it were.
Yep. Double special in the house. The phone number is, as always,
What?
727-475-6139. My mouth is on fire. Good tater tots with the nasal napalm. Speaking of which, we've done some new videos.
Blood sauce in it?
What? What sauce?
Why would you say that?
Did you say bug sauce?
The blood sauce?
Blood? Did you
Did
put
you
a little?
put
You
Satan-
did, didn't you?
Did.
You
I knew
certainly
that's why
did.
she wasn't
Why?
eating it.
You
Why?
put Satan's blood in there.
No, why would you? Why would
Just
you
seems
say
a
such
bit-
a thing?
Because it
Is your
seems a
mouth
bit more
burning?
intense than the
Is your
a lot more intense than the nasal napalm. Wow, you suck, Crystal.
It's good, though.
I was wondering
It's good,
why.
but it's my throat is on fire now. I want it, usually with the horseradish it goes away after 30 seconds or
You
so.
know, she's around the corner, like, kind of like, and then she hasn't had any. As soon as she didn't want any, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, really, to be honest, when you guys took your break is when I put the sauce in.
Thanks for the honesty. How, like we didn't know that? I mean, come on,
Well, no,
man.
I didn't have it in prior. I put it in after.
Oh my God. Oh, look, we are
It's
graced.
Jordan's fault.
We are graced. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, calling in live to the Double Special Show from College Station, Texas, it's our Texas comedy correspondent, Marty Hoffman.
What's up, brother?
Marty.
State your name and purpose.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. The question is, how are you? Where have you been, dude?
I've been really busy with my new job.
With your new job.
The FedEx job.
You're working for FedEx now.
Yeah, he told us that
I'm
last
working
time.
for FedEx.
I missed that. I totally
I
missed that.
it too.
I remembered just now when he said it.
I mean, where were you? Like the last show, there was a show that was very short because like you weren't there, and like
Oh, right.
Jordan and Tiffany started crying. It was weird.
Okay, I missed that show. Wait, they didn't do a show. Well, you did a small show. Did he call in during that small show?
No,
What the hell is he talking about?
he's thinking
Well, I
you didn't
listened
watch
to
it.
I listened to it.
What
but
one?
they were like, well, Chris isn't here. We can't do it without Chris.
We weren't
so
crying.
sad. It was so sad.
You know what? I haven't listened to that show yet. I've only seen the challenge they did, which was pretty funny. The whole board breaking on the head was pretty funny. But
Oh, good Lord. That was like watching abuse. That was like some like S&M video.
It
or
was,
something.
wasn't it?
it's a snuff film.
It's when she stuck her finger in my ear that everything got weird.
So you're working for FedEx now. Are you like on a truck? Are you delivering, or do you have to work your way up to be a driver or a deliverer? How does that work?
I'm in a truck.
So you're in a truck loading stuff and doing all that.
Yep, loading and delivering to people's houses.
Well, that's a pretty good gig,
So
dude.
Yeah, you might get some muscles.
It's surprising. I would say that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, I'll be running from houses and stuff, and then like I'll develop some strength because once in a while you see those like UPS or FedEx guys, and they looked pretty built and everything. And
Which-
but then as I got there, I saw some really fat, out of shape, older FedEx people, and that started me worrying. And then I started doing the job. It's mostly driving. There's some lifting, and you might hustle to and from a door, but no, it's not really the workout I thought it was going to be.
How did you get the job at FedEx? Because usually there's like a waiting list to get into UPS and FedEx. I mean, those are good jobs.
They are good jobs, and officially I work for a temp company,
Oh,
and but then that's the way you get your foot
Sure.
in the door, though, for FedEx.
sure. Well, I mean, are you en route when our show's on? Well, how come? I mean, you're probably tired when you get home, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, and the whole sun thing in Texas is kind of just taking it out of me.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
a
meant like
nocturnal
your.
creature, and this whole
I thought you meant your
whole
son's
brain-
son. I thought you meant Marin. He's like, yeah, and
No,
then you
no,
got to come
no,
home and deal
no.
with the sun.
A terrible little monster
He loves
parasite.
Marin.
No, but I do have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to get him to school and everything. So
Oh, Jesus.
by the time I get done, if it's a late night at work, then I'm hustling around and stuff, and then by the time I get home, I'm just out of it.
Well, I mean, your last job, to be honest, was a lot of driving too. So just lighter loads, a couple of pizzas.
So you're not
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
you're not doing pizza at all anymore?
No.
Just pure. That's cool. Oh my gosh, if I were a UPS guy, I would always want to be like, I got a package for you. Like that would be like
All right,
almost my
I'm
favorite
gonna hold on.
opportunity.
I'm gonna translate that for you, Marty. She wants to know if you've had any porno moments as a FedEx guy. That's what she wants to know.
She's the second person to ask.
Ah,
Somebody else is like, yeah, delivering packages. That's how a porn starts. And I'm like, it is the most disappointing porn you are ever going to see. There's like all the milk build up and everything, and the music is like boom, 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 boom. And you get up to the door, and you knock on the door, and no one's there. Or someone's like, all right, thanks for the package. Here, I'll sign for it. Okay.
Womp, womp. That's funny.
but did it ever happen with the pizza? Did you ever deliver one with extra sausage?
I think the code was extra anchovy, and no, I did see a woman naked once, but it was no one you wanted to see naked.
Did she answer the door, or was she like just off in the background naked? Like, oh, somebody's coming to the door. I'm gonna stand in the living room.
No, she actually answered the door in like a bathrobe kind of thing, and she was like really drunk and I'm gonna say late 40s, early 50s, not well kept up, kind of rode hard and put away and wet, kind of woman. And she was like really just drunk and out of it. And as she reaches for the pizza, just everything comes open. And you didn't really want to see it. You're like, oh, Lord. Okay. All right, there you go. There's your pizza. Cover yourself with that pizza.
Yeah, now all of her stuff is on the pizza, and you're like, oh, Jesus. She's going to eat that anyway. She'll eat that anyway, though. Well, listen, we were talking about it earlier, and I just haven't heard from you in a while. I was a little nervous. I hope everything's okay. I mean, it sounds like you're on an upward path. Got the little bit better of a job.
Yes. Actually, and I still have the pizza job as well. I work weekends there, so I'm working 7 days a week now.
Marty will never leave pizza. You understand this
He
about
loves
Marty.
pizza.
It's in his
like
blood.
It's
He went to
it's
college
a temp
for it.
position. So if I get in full time at FedEx, then screw Pizza Hut. I'm gone.
No,
But-
you'll go back every now and again. Listen, can I just deliver one pizza?
You're not gonna
I just
use-
want to drive. I want to be in the car with the aroma of the pizza.
My car doesn't smell anymore. He'll be at the Pizza Hut dumpster, like taking old boxes out and smearing them on his headliner.
in his
Yeah.
bedroom.
No, I at Pizza Hut, my manager at Pizza Hut is the biggest dick in the world. So
Yeah.
I
John
really
Holmes?
can't wait to get out of there, honestly.
Wow. Leave it to go all the way to Texas to get just like the dick manager from hell.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Oh God, and like out of work, if you see him, he's a great guy just to hang out and have some drinks with at a bar. But like as soon as it gets busy at all, he just becomes this belittling asshole, yelling, just everybody in the store. If he's angry, everybody in the store has to be miserable.
Oh, that sucks. I hate people like that. They suck the life out of you. Well, now you're in a FedEx truck and you're driving around. When are you gonna? Are you gonna get any?
No.
What? No.
I'm not a FedEx truck.
What are you in a FedEx van?
I'm in a van.
Down
but
by
I'm
the
in a
river.
U-Haul van.
A
They haven't let me in a FedEx van yet.
You have to rent your own U-Haul?
No. They rent it and pay for it and everything. But yeah, so I'm delivering FedEx stuff in a U-Haul.
Ah, that
so like
sucks.
people are kind of confused when they see me come up to the door. They're like,
They probably
who are you? Okay.
They probably think you're going to drop off some of your own furnishings. Here, I don't need this chair anymore. I thought I'd drop it off to you. That's nice.
It's
Tiffany.
in this tiny box.
Really? Do you hear that noise now, Marty? Can you guess what that noise is?
Crickets.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. You're more observant than they are.
It sounds like she's frying bacon in her mouth.
No, it's Pop Rocks, and I'm in the middle of talking to a friend who we just said we missed. And while he's on there, you guys are so bored that you go get Pop Rocks and put them in your mouth.
I didn't get Pop Rocks.
Crystal gave it to me like I gave you a treat.
I'm just doing
Honestly,
producer
I am
stuff.
talking about my job.
No.
There is not much more boring than that.
No, it's not boring because you're a funny person. Are you still doing comedy? You still doing that? Do you have time for that at least?
Yes.
Good.
I am still doing comedy.
He'll never leave pizza. And he'll never leave comedy.
No, I'll never leave comedy. I need it for therapy.
Yeah, right. When might we see you down here? Are you thinking about but now with a new job, you probably won't be able to take much time off.
Yeah, exactly. So
He's trapped.
definitely not through the holidays. After that, it'll slow down again, and then perhaps.
I thought there was like a real bad ending to that. And then I'll wander out into the desert. Stop, Tiffany. Stop with the Pop Rocks, please. It's like having my son here on the show with you. Unbelievable. You haven't been listening to the show, dude. Go back and listen to the first hour of the show. I'm telling you, you will burst a vessel in your eye.
What's she doing? Is she just playing with Pop Rocks? And she's
Crystal just
bored?
threw me Pop Rocks. She just gave them to me. I was sitting here like a well-behaved person.
I could not help myself, Jenny.
She's a bad influence on me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, so when you get called on something, you say it's the other kid's fault. Okay, all right.
Let me ask you this, Marty. Earlier, I kind of vented a little bit. I was at a Publix, and a bagger at Publix refused to go out. She was like maybe 18, 19, young girl, maybe 16. She looks 16 to me. She looks 16 to me.
You said
She
14.
looks 16 to me.
You started off at 14.
I did.
Is it Lolita or not?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but she refused to go. The manager came up to her and said, "Can you go get the carts from the parking lot?" And she said to this woman, "I cannot do that because if I go outside, I will get nosebleeds and they will last for 3 hours. So I cannot do that."
When she goes outside, she gets nosebleeds that last for 3 hours?
Yeah, dude.
What a terrible life she must have. How does she get to work? As soon as she touches the outside air, just blood pours from her nose like a faucet, and it lasts for 3 hours.
Here's the thing, though. We live in a temperate climate. It's a lot of humidity here, and usually dry noses happen in like higher altitudes or dry weather. So yeah, what?
Maybe it's the humidity that causes the. Maybe she's got dry blood constantly in her nose, and
Yeah.
as soon as it goes out into the humidity, then it starts leaking.
Yeah, listen, she's got, you know what she's got? She's got lazy blood. That's what she's got. All right, brother. Well, listen, always a pleasure to talk to you. Another call coming in. I'm going to let you go, but please call back and let us know how you're doing. I'm concerned.
We miss you,
Most certainly
FedEx
I will.
man.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that, Marty?
I most certainly will.
All right, dude.
All right, take care, guys.
All right,
thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, live from College Station, Texas, it's our FedEx temp comedy correspondent, Marty Hoffman.
Big Cheif. All right, we got another call. We'll go ahead and take that call. Jordan, find out what the deal is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, calling in from the 941 area code. Caller, state your name and purpose.
So why you can't?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brian. How you guys doing?
What's up, Brian? Good,
Oh.
pretty good. Who is this, Brian?
Brian, he does side splitter
Brian Kirk.
stuff and improv stuff.
Oh.
Take it away. Have I met Brian
Oh,
before?
tonight you did the
Comic
improv,
stylings.
right?
What's that?
No, I was gonna. I couldn't find a ride. I got a show tomorrow night, and that's was just calling up to see how you guys are doing. I hadn't talked to you in a while. See what was going on. been listening to the show. Always funny, as always.
Right on.
How you guys are doing.
I appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, we never know if anybody's listening. We haven't had any like live counts of how many people actually maybe listen live. It's not a lot. I know that.
Yeah.
This isn't. We're not on E Entertainment News. I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass. You know what I mean, dude? There's a lot of people doing podcasts, and they're like, "Yeah, we're this and we're that," and then you look at the numbers, like, dude, you got like 8 people listening live. So come on, Whereas Charlie.
Whenever I'm not at the Improv, I'm listening to you guys. I promise you that.
Well, tell your friends, dude. Tell them to call in, and we'll all get stupid.
24/7.
Yeah, no, but like you see somebody like Charlie Sheen who does a show, he puts his thing on Ustream and it just breaks all kind of records. Obviously, there's Charlie Sheen, but wouldn't you like to have one night where like 500,000 people are listening all at the same time? That's what you want.
Well, we're on Wednesday nights. Most people listen to us after the fact.
How does it go from 500,000 on a Saturday night down to 8?
I lose my mind on stage half the time, and if I could get a fraction of what Charlie Sheen gets, I might be able to make a career out of this.
No kidding, dude. Was there an open mic at the Improv tonight in Tampa?
Yeah, I was supposed to. I got actually, not funny at all. I got hit by a drunk driver, and I totaled my car, and I was trying to find a ride up there, and I just couldn't get it happening. But I got a spot tomorrow night, and I was just like I said, just want to call in and say that I appreciate what you guys are doing. Tiffany, definitely appreciate you reaching out and always, always having something nice to say, and fellows, same thing. Like I said, we just want to say hi, and I'm going to be heading out to Bula tomorrow night, hopefully win a little bit of money.
Right on.
After the car accident, I've been laid up, and I've just been doing a whole lot of writing. After I did the hosting at Side Splitters, I kind of got a little bit of flack from that. Got a little intoxicated while I was
oh no!
while I was hosting, but
it's never a good idea.
It was fun. I got some good reviews after that, and I had a really good set, but I kind of got a little talking to afterwards.
That always sucks. Yeah, go ahead, Tiffany.
I was going to ask him how Side Splitters went. I guess I don't have to now.
Well, good and bad, I guess. You got him buzzed.
Well, no, it went great. I had a brand new 6 minutes that I had written out. It was probably one of the better ones that I did. I mean, I've been calling you guys pretty much from day one since I've been starting out.
Is it getting better, easier for you now?
It really has been. I mean, I've definitely learned, writing is key. I mean, you can have all the ideas in the world that you want, but if you can't put pen to paper and really find a way to make it translate, and especially, if you think something's funny, I don't know how many times I've thought something was freaking hilarious and it just didn't go over, and it sounds stupid, but yet, very, obvious at the same time. You get, dumb it down to a certain extent to where not everybody, I'm obviously not the smartest person in the freaking world, but, dumb it down to at least to the
third grade
respect that people will get what you're saying.
Third grade level.
No, listen, there's some truth to that, what you're saying. I'm the exception to that rule. There's a few other comics that are the exception to that rule that I can't write. I tried to sit down and write, and it does not work for me. I have to be spontaneously in the moment on stage or have a premise that I work out of, and then punchlines come out of that as I work it out.
I saw him try to write once, and his hand fell off. It's the weirdest thing.
And I've had some instances, few and far between like that, where people have thought that they were, funnier than me on stage.
Yeah.
And just, from what you said, it just kind of comes out, and it's just, it's like, wow, how was that not a bit that I did not have already prepared?
Well, listen,
it just,
life is comedy. Life is comedy, and you got to live in the moment, and that's what the important thing is. Improv teaches you that, and being comfortable on stage. And listen, you always got to have fear when you're on stage, but you need to be true to who you are on stage. And I've always said this. I think there are comedians and there are comics. To me, comics are the guys like you that sit down and write the jokes out. Then there are comedians, guys like Robin Williams, who I think is a large part of his stuff was improvised.
Or stolen.
Oh, yeah, stolen.
Too soon?
after he stole jokes and then died. But
No, but
that's
I mean,
a whole other
listen,
story.
the jokes that supposedly stole are like old hacky jokes, but
I know,
Right.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard
a lot of his stuff was improvised. There are a lot of comics that work in the moment and get bits out of those moments, and then guys that actually sit down in a room and go, "These are the things I want to talk about. How can I make this funny?" And I can't do that, man.
Like
I can't.
JB
you know
Ball's
who's
a
good at that?
writer.
Right.
Bono from U2. He once got stuck in the moment and he couldn't get out of it.
You could-
What was that? The egg situation, whatever it was, when they came out and got stuck. Or no, am I thinking of?
He's
something else?
referencing a song.
A song, yeah. What song?
Okay.
What song, Jordan?
I don't remember the damn title.
You're an
Stuck
ass
in the
face. I hate when you
moment.
Is
throw
it
references
moment?
out that you're like half sure about. It really pisses me off.
I hate when I have a good idea and then I can't remember the reference or anything. It makes me sound like a dumb.
No, but Jordan throws out there very confident, like, I know this. Do you know this? And then you're like, no, I don't know that.
You all laughed, and
And
then
then-
you picked it apart, you
Hold
monsters.
on. I laughed because I figured it was from a song, and I thought that was a cute little
Yeah.
reference he made, and I didn't really know the name of the song. And then when I ask you, you don't know the name of the song either. Who knows if you're even right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
That
that's
is
how
the way it goes.
That's how it goes.
But
Listen,
no, I had somebody, a fellow comic that was there that was supposed to be filming me hosting, and we ended up kind of having a falling out that night.
wow.
He wasn't too thrilled with some of my material.
Was it
because
blue?
He's a very clean cut comic, and I mean, I'm learning,
Yeah.
when you first start, in my experience, which I'm still very new, to it.
Sure.
There's a lot of sex jokes, that's this, that's that kind of thing.
Here's the thing.
And
Hold on, Brian. Let me cut you off. Here's the thing about doing blue
Absolutely.
material. When you're doing blue material, the best thing to do is to try to think of another
the
word.
colorblind.
Yeah.
Think of them. How can they handle that?
No, stop.
They don't know if you're doing blue or green.
Stop.
Sorry.
The thing to do is think of another word to use other than a porn word. That's what I've always said to these guys on the show. You can be sexual if you pick words that don't immediately put a graphic picture into somebody's head. If you can do that, then you can still talk about the dirty stuff without them going, ugh, it's the dirty
Yeah.
stuff.
Now, like when I say penis, you don't get a graphic image in your head of
Like,
anything, do
kinda-
you?
No.
Like
Yeah.
any kind of reproductive? No, because it's a medical term.
Yeah.
So penis is fine.
Right, but don't do the other-
vagina.
Yeah.
What the hell is a transvaginal mesh? Is what I wanted to know. you familiar with those? That's not a porn word.
Yeah, what is it?
Stop.
What is
stop.
it?
I don't
Chris?
want to
You
know.
do medical stuff.
I don't want to know. Transvaginal mesh. I don't know what.
Because apparently there's
Transvaginal
some kind of
mesh.
lawsuit for them.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I'm guessing it's a mesh that.
We all need to get together with that. I think I might have one of those implanted. Maybe we can get a
that's
class action
disgusting.
lawsuit
Oh, my
and
God.
make some money.
How awful would that be that the guy
Oh.
that's been calling our show has a transvaginal
I know what it
transvaginal
is.
mesh? I'm talking, damn it.
It's a screen door for your Poonan.
Oh my God.
No.
That's not porn.
It's
Pituitary.
if you are like a man and you want to be a woman, then you can just like put this transvaginal like mesh, like that will be like a vagina on your like pelvis.
In your pelvis.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
No, it's not.
it's not. It's some kind of screen door to stop you from peeing your pants.
Oh.
Are you still there, Brian? We lost Brian.
Did we?
I think so.
We lost him with the transvaginal mesh. Stop.
That freaked him out too much. I don't blame the guy. Jesus. He said repeatedly, Crystal, hold on. You have the exact same amount that the three of us had in that plate. Are you serious right now? Your face is going to blow up to the size of a
Here,
basketball.
dude.
What are you doing over there, man?
I'm not gonna eat them all.
Why even
you already
bring them
have your
all
own
out here?
stuff.
Jesus. All right, anyway. Yeah, transvaginal mess. Thanks for that, Jordan. Hey, thanks,
Jordan's
Brian,
gonna
for
help me.
calling into the show and supporting Double Special. Good luck tomorrow on your set
With that mesh.
with the mesh, yeah. Keep it light, dude. Don't get too nasty up there. Nobody wants to be nasty. Some guys want to be nasty, but not when you're starting out.
I thought it was one of those artificial hymen things, to be honest.
I was always wondering what that was. I'm glad you brought it up.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know it would stop you from peeing your pants, though. It just seems
No.
such a weird.
So
Why don't you just call them Depends?
should we all get them
Because
before?
it's inside, dude. Depends are outside.
Depends inside.
Oh, God.
Inner Depends.
Oh, God.
What So if you have to pee, what happens?
It's
you can't pee?
basically a mesh that you use for people that have weak pelvic floors.
It turns it into a vapor. It's an ultrasonic vibrating mesh, and it turns it into a vapor so you pee smoke.
That's not true.
Don't lie to me.
It's not true. There's no way.
That'd
I
be pretty
actually
cool,
thought
though.
about this. See, you did it again. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That would be pretty
Even the
awesome.
short glance I looked at it, I understood what they were talking about. Your pelvis has a barrier where the organs are separated, and sometimes the pelvic floor up into the uterus, the pelvic floor can be weak, and so they put the mesh in and it strengthens the tissue in the skin so that your freaking pelvis doesn't fall out into your uterus.
It could happen. Your pelvis will fall into your uterus.
Well, not your pelvis, but I think your cervix. maybe.
your entire hip bone.
Something down in the
Stuck
lady
into
parts.
your uterus because it's like a black hole in there.
Yeah, something little.
The whole babies come out of that thing. How does that make sense?
Stop. The phone number is 727-475-6139. You're listening to Double Special. Tiffany in the studio, JB in the studio. We've got 8 tater tots left, and Crystal has a mountain over
Where
there
did
of her own
yours
damn
go?
tater tots. She went made her own tater tots, man.
There's somewhere
Me and Jordan are sharing.
I have
them.
access to them if I want. You can't have any.
Next week on the show, Ward Smith will be joining us, hanging out. We talked about Ward Smith earlier this evening. It's Tiffany's new boyfriend.
It's not.
He'll be in the studio hanging out. He's been here before with Lou Angel Wolf, and we got to do some stand-up with him. He's a very funny guy. He'll hang out and talk with us. Jordan, are you going to be okay with having a guest in the studio?
I'm okay. I'm just wondering if Tiffany's going to let him get to second base this time.
He's sitting there.
What?
Dude, Chris, you cannot not be by me.
I cannot not be by you.
You
No,
know, I
he's
always
gonna
have to sit next to the guest, Chris. Don't you think it's time that
Don't.
Tiffany has to sit next to
I
the
think it
guest?
would be rather adorable.
I think it would be
No.
too.
Maybe we
Don't.
could do
So
like one of those,
cute.
like a bridal sash that they tie to each other.
Ooh, and we
Oh,
can cut out like
yeah.
a big sign behind him. It looks like the shape of a heart, so they're silhouetted in it.
She can take random pictures during the show and see.
Oh, I know. He already hired a banner plane.
Oh my God, that's funny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we got Brian back on the line. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Sorry. I
Oh.
dropped my phone. I was trying to open up the door. I apologize. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you guys got probably a lot to talk about, but I just wanted to say thank you for your let me on, let me talk a little bit, and
Hey,
I'll
listen.
keep you posted.
The one thing I want to
listen,
say to you, Brian, is you're always welcome to call. And learn how to grip your phone. You might want to start there. But other than that, we appreciate the support, and I like to support guys because, listen, when I first started, nobody told me anything, and it's really hard to it's like trying to squeeze into a new gang at school. Like you leave your group and you go to another group, and it's hard sometimes to transition, especially when you're faced with being on stage by yourself in addition to breaking into the group. So
Dick Bono won't even
Yeah.
talk to you.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
So continue to do what you're doing. Good luck tomorrow night, and as always, thanks for listening to the show, all right?
Absolutely, 100%. You guys always got my support, and
Sweet.
I'm doing my best to spread the word.
Right on,
Keep
brother.
doing what you're doing, and I definitely always appreciate the time.
Come out and check us out when we're in town. I'll be at Side Splitters on the 23rd. Come say hello.
Yeah, it would be cool to
On the,
see you.
on the 23rd?
Yeah, I'll be there on the 23rd.
On the 23rd? Absolutely, you will see me there.
23rd of October, that is. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
not,
okay.
not the 23rd of
Okay.
yesterday.
Of yesterday, yeah. I was
Oh,
unsure.
well, yeah, of course. I got some legal issues coming up, but I should be able to make it.
All right. Well, listen, don't bust out of jail to come to the show.
All
I
right.
don't- Okay. All right, buddy.
No. But like I said, I'm always showing support, always spreading the word. Thank you very much for having me on, and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
Later, Skater.
Peace out,
Bye.
Brian.
All right, Brian. What is Brian's last name, did he say?
Kirk Johnson.
All right, check him out. Find him on Facebook. Follow him. Support
At
him.
Comic Stylings of.
There you
Said
go.
he's going to be at the Improv tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah, go check it out.
What is tomorrow? Friday?
Yeah.
Thursday.
I don't know. When I'm gonna, Thursday, yeah.
The
I don't know when I'm gonna.
25th.
Are you going to drive to the Improv in your new car?
Oh yeah, let's go in your car.
I didn't say I
I'm
was
not doing
suggesting to
anything.
people listening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You looked right at me and said, "You, why don't you go?" And I'm like, "I can't go tomorrow night. I want to support
No.
Brian, but I can't
Why'd
go
you
to Tampa."
drag me into it?
I thought you have a newer car. I thought we could go. Let's go have a
Yeah.
drink.
No.
Yeah, me too.
Like gentlemen.
Me
no,
too.
no. How about I think I need some time with Jordan to bond again.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
I don't want to. I like what we got going on. It's cool, but I'm losing with this thing.
Basically,
She's
once you
completely
started making
disowned
out
me.
with Ward Smith, he's like over you. You broke up the comedy marriage.
Comedy marriage.
Not
over.
that she made out with him, just that she went out with him at all.
She touched
No,
him.
I'm kidding. I like Ward. He's a good guy. But Ward is different than we're all different personalities. Ward is a completely different guy, and he's got some pull in town with respect to getting the name out there. So anytime we can have somebody on that can help us out,
Looking for the pull.
that isn't a complete douche, then we'll have like I know I'm gonna get JT in here at some point.
You keep threatening that.
Well, I haven't actually talked to him in a while. And I saw him. You know what? Okay, fine. All
It's
right.
like the new taser.
No, I'll get him in here, dude.
JT Burns is the new taser.
But realize if he comes in here, he's probably going to want one of us or two of us to go to his deal. That's going to be
He's
a
sitting
thing.
next to Tiffany.
What?
He's sitting next to Tiffany.
No.
Why? What do you think's going to happen if he sits
Well, if he
next
sits
to you?
next to me, then you have to go to
Look.
Brandon.
You think he's going to reach over and touch you in a private area?
No,
What do you-
here's the thing.
Come on.
Chris sits here, and the guests sit there.
I
and
sit-
there's Jordan.
I sit in the middle, and it just
Yeah.
so happens that I scooch over because there's more room in this
Yeah,
corner
but
than
I
there is in
like
this corner. But
that better.
oh my god,
No.
Mhm.
No.
Yes, it's in my contract.
I think next week I should sit on that side.
Uh-uh.
Ward should sit here, and Tiffany sits here.
No, I
Well-
sit here.
I'll just have you off camera, Tiffany, and we'll put Ward where you sit. How about that? We'll move you over there. You still have a
can s-
mic.
Yeah, he
Still
can
have
sit
a
in your
mic.
lap so nobody can see you.
No laps. We'll just put her over there, off camera. You'll
Oh.
still have a mic. You'll be away. I'll get you a special chair. You can use one of Jake's little recliners. Sit you right there in the kitchen, and we got enough cord. We'll run
Yeah,
it right over there.
awesome.
Get your own little table. Get a little
Put a little pup tent over.
Yep.
This is my chair.
was. Next week it'll be Ward's.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh, he sits there.
Maybe next week you could be sitting there, and he could be sitting here. We could all be comfortable, and you could be comfortable over there in your own space, and everything. We still be able to hear you. You'd be sort of part of the conversation. Yeah, why not? I'm down with that. That's how you nip it right there. You just nip it. I don't want to hear it.
Listen to her mumble.
I know.
Grumble mumble.
All right, it's getting really weird in here. What did I have on the board? Oh, yeah, Scotland, by the way. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Petrocelli, we asked him how he felt about Scotland, which was doing what, Tiffany? What was happening in Scotland that we were talking about a week ago? I can't believe it.
Okay.
It's very simple. You can do it in one sentence.
They
What was
wanted to be voted.
What did you just say? They wanted to be voted.
It sounded like a
Independent.
sentence.
How about you put it in a sentence? Put it in a sentence. Now
I
put
know.
all those words in a sentence.
They wanted to be independent from the UK, which I thought was silly.
Okay. So, wow, that was... Yeah, she just throws, like, random words out that are in the sentence but doesn't really put the sentence together.
Yeah, I just do spoonerisms. She's terrible.
Yeah, Scotland was voting for their independence, or, yeah, they were going to vote for it. The vote is in... Tiffany, you know what happened?
Yes, you guys said yesterday. They are not independent.
They chose not to be independent from the
It
UK.
was a very close vote, though.
It was. It was like only by like 2%, right? Or 3%. It was very close.
Do you think they'll start having like a Scottish liberation army?
They should.
What do they have to gain from it though? They get to like maintain their own money. I know they are rich in resources, right? The
Yeah, they
country.
have a lot of oil.
So England is privy to that, right? Because they're in with England, or
Because
they still
own-
have some
England
rights to
owns
that.
them.
Does Scotland still have some right to that though? The land and the money.
Well,
that they-
no, they're not even a
Doubtful.
thing. They're just like a vassal of the Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, well that sucks.
Yeah.
That's just so weird.
We're
to
just
me.
disappointed in you, Scotland. I mean, we don't understand really what it would have meant to you financially or socially, anything that. We're totally ignorant on any actual consequences. We're just disappointed that you couldn't step forward and go freedom like us. You know?
Yeah.
We were all expecting Braveheart out of you, even though Mel Gibson isn't even Scottish.
Oh my God.
You failed us.
I didn't care one way or the other, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
I didn't care. I think they're better off just staying the way they are.
Why can't they have their independence from the UK? Why does the
Why?
UK have to? Because
Well,
they were
here-
their own land before the UK.
Okay, wait a
came
second.
in.
First of all, let's back up. You make it sound like England refused them. They voted on it. They said no.
only because
Scottish
Cameron,
people did.
Only because Cameron.
Scottish people did. No, Cameron
Okay.
wanted them to do it.
Right, because he's an idiot. Because he knew they were gonna. If he even thought for a second that that it would be that close, he would have never agreed to let them do that vote. At the time that he agreed to let them do the vote, it was only 38% or 37% that was it. That
They were
going to
vote anyway. I mean, that was going to happen.
because he allowed them to.
Well, okay, maybe.
It's all your fault, filthy Cameron from Ferris Bueller's
Yeah,
Day Off.
You know who Cameron is? The guy who's not Tony Blair. I mean, I don't even know. Have you even seen a picture of this guy? I have no idea.
He crashed his
Yeah.
dad's classic car, and then he got sent to England reform school. And now he's Minister Prime.
Sounds like a Bush to me.
Which is like a Transformer, Minister Prime.
I'm gonna commit
he
suicide.
Tiffany, is all
from-
this lost on you?
No, I know who David Cameron is.
Do you just choose not to talk about it because of Rosh Hashanah? This is part of your deal that you're doing?
No.
No.
I was
I know,
listening.
you gotta play
guys,
that.
I didn't want to interrupt. Jordan was doing all of his
wow,
talking.
Okay. But when I say to you, okay, anyway. Yeah, okay, let's do this right now. So we got a little bit of time left. We've been talking about a lot of stand-up tonight. A lot of stand-up. I'll say this. I've done some shows in the past couple of weeks out in town and had really good shows and felt really empowered with my ability to perform stand-up, right? Tiffany's come along. Tiffany's one of those people, like, I don't know if you would do this to me, but pretty much everybody else. She's pretty damn honest about, like,
Yeah.
this is bull. You know, I don't like Crystal's the same way. Crystal would be way more honest than you would be, I think, with me.
Oh, totally.
But you, the consensus is the same that my stand-up is
Yeah.
strong and I've got a good
Oh, yeah.
stage presence and the whole 9 yards and it's a good show. A lot of fun, right? So I'm headlining. So Tiffany's coming out to the show and she decided to take notes of my set, which nobody's ever done. Even I don't do that.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
because
they're
you
looking forward to
change, like, because you don't write it down. You
Right.
change stuff, and sometimes some stuff works really, really well with the crowd, like better. Like it kind of like makes the joke into like you get like funny punchlines out
Question.
of some crowds.
Can
so
I
make
do
notes.
dramatic readings of her notes and then you respond to them?
There's not really much to.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. Sure.
It's like one word.
All right, yeah, okay. So so
It'll
it's
be very dramatic.
It's bookmarked there, but don't start yet. So yeah, so Tiffany's been coming out, and I'll say this: it's a little weird having somebody else take notes of your show, even though a lot of club owners, they don't take notes, but mentally they do, and they say stuff like Brian just said after the show, like, listen, you can't, come on. You know what I mean? I had one club owner tell me, yeah, I said, how did the show go? She goes, it was great, except you said the F word like 15 times, and it was like an 8-minute set. She's like, what the hell? And I didn't realize that. So it's nice to have the notes. On the other hand, too, you have helped me because you kind of pump up my ego a little bit when we're there, and it's not like you're
Right.
doing it without.
I wouldn't say it. Like, I'm
Right.
more of a, like, I won't say something mean to people a lot of times. I just won't say anything at all. If I don't say anything at all, that means I don't
Yep.
have good
Should
thoughts
just let
for
him
you.
go in for the kiss and then boop right out to the side. Won't say anything prior to that. So yeah. So anyway, so she comes out. She's empowering me. I'm having really good sets. This particular night where she took these notes was this at the second show or first show?
Yeah, well, that's when the first show is when I decided to take notes. The second show was when I actually did. when
After you saw the first show, which I might add, I
It
did
was
to
so
what, like, it was
awesome,
like 9
dude.
people in the audience. It was and too bad because it was a big room. Could have held a lot more. Could have been a great, huge room, filled up. But that night it wasn't, unfortunately. But it didn't make a difference. Anyway,
Why does it say Jordan looks like power or something?
what?
it's not my words.
Let me see.
What does that say?
Jordan looks like powder. When you shaved your head, you look like powder. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I like it when you have your hair's back.
Okay.
I don't even understand what you just said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a live reading from Tiffany Barbee's notes on Chris Gorges.
Yep. Second set, Coconuts, St. Pete Beach at MJ's Watering Hole.
Note number 1. Vein.
Just one word.
Oh!
Vein.
Look at hold on before you tell us. Every time you do something, the pop in her head goes right down her mouth. Oh, it's the pop. Oh, I know what he's talking. Go ahead.
I do.
Yep.
It's funny when you say about the vein in the ball on the back of truck nuts.
Okay.
Truck nuts, you have to say vein because sometimes you don't say vein, and when you say vein, everyone thinks it's so
Like
funny.
veiny throbbing.
Yeah, I do a bit about truck nuts here in Florida. They put the actual testicles on trucks, and they're molded in metal. And I noticed that some of these, because when they came out, they were kind of vague. And then I noticed like some of them were like really nice, like chrome, and they literally had a vein
Yeah.
molded on the side. It was so disgusting.
Vein?
And then,
A vein?
and then
Vein?
what you do that's really, really funny that I
Oh,
made the
God.
note a lot because usually you do say vein, but you don't say who has. I don't have a vein. You say you don't have a vein in yours, and like
Right.
who has a vein like that. Now when you point that out, that's when it's really
Right. I
funny.
point out that I've never seen a picture of a guy, and there's a huge vein on the side. You never see that on the outside of that area of the body because it's just not unless you're on steroids or you have like some sort of like a flow problem with your bloodstream. Doesn't happen anyway.
So that's why I put vein.
Okay, that's good. All right, that's good. All right.
Number 2.
Jordan, do you have a note on that note, or you choose not?
I'm
to?
just doing the reading here,
Oh,
sir.
sorry.
I was not involved
So
in the comedy.
That's what
All right.
vein means.
Okay, we got it.
Note number 2.
Yeah.
Gay friends.
Gay friends.
Oh,
Wow.
this is really funny.
Her face, bing. All right, yeah, you gotta hit the every time she does that. Bing, give me a little bing.
Okay.
Yes.
So you talk about how women have gay friends, and the guys are like, "I'm gay," but he could like fill her boobs and all that stuff, and then he's like,
Oh, that's
like,
right. I
like
talked about that.
suckling on the
Right,
nipple and all stuff.
right,
That was
right.
hilarious. You did that at the first show, and I remembered to write that down.
Right, I'm confused at why gay. If they're gay, why are they always touching women's breasts? I've noticed that about gay guys. They always get like open rights to touch girls' breasts. I'm like, if you're gay, why are you doing that? Like,
You're
what is
like
it about
that.
breasts that you like so much you have to touch
I
them?
think just
It's a
because
very
you're
weird
gay,
thing, dude.
I think they like boobs, and they've gotten like a pass to touch them.
All men
Give 'em
like
that.
boobs.
Yes.
But why do gay men? If they're not attracted to women, they're attracted sexually to men.
They're
'cause
not. They're not sexually attracted to boobs. They're just attracted to boobs because they used to eat there.
we.
It's like where you got your first home cooked meal. The boob. Who would not want to go back to the boob?
I can't argue that right now.
No, but the crowd was laughing so hard, and when you went like that was really.
Oh
funny.
yeah, I did a little sexual
Yeah.
thing with the lower parts
That
too.
was really funny.
I pushed it over the edge. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
good. That's a good night. That's another very good night. I see. Very observant, dude. My wife.
Note number 3.
Okay.
Walmart.
Oh,
You look like you had a seizure
the,
right
the,
there.
the like the way people dress when they go to Walmart.
That's a new
that
bit.
was a new bit, and I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure you remembered it.
All right, I do. Yeah, I've
That
been
was
working on it. That's
funny.
why I threw it. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just talking about the crazy people, like what possesses people to go to Walmart dressed like they do. Like I've seen it in person, and I've also seen this website, the people of Walmart. Why is it just Walmart though? Like the bit is basically.
It's basically the only store that's left. So
Well,
in
no,
some
but I
places-
bring that up. I'm like, listen, I used to go to Zayre's. Remember Zayre's? I used to here in Florida. I used to go to Kmart. I've never seen people dressed like that in any of those stores. It's only Walmart. For some reason, Walmart attracts the people that go in mesh shorts.
What about
why would
Winn-Dixie?
you do that?
Winn
What?
Dixie kind of sometimes.
Well, okay, yeah, Winn-Dixie, but I don't even know where there is a Winn-Dixie. Is there any left? Are there any
Oh
left?
yeah,
No.
there's plenty.
Jesus, do people still go in there? Because that, I always remember the floor was never clean. They never cleaned the floor in that store. It just the tile looked sad and tired and weathered. It was just awful. All right, next, what do we got?
Yeah.
Did you have? Are you good? Because you look like you
I
wanted to say-
really liked it when you described like, oh, let's get this out of the drawer and put this on. That
right,
was really
crazy,
funny.
yeah, wackadoo
Alright.
stuff. All right, cool.
Note number 4.
Okay.
Number 4.
Pokemon. And then in quotes, I'll have to watch. End of quotes.
Oh, if your wife takes away the porn because your son saw you
internet?
doing that,
Takes
the internet,
Yep.
then you'll have to jerk off to Pokemon.
Then
And
I'll-
that was funny to tie it back to that.
Okay.
That's what you'll have to.
All right, very good.
Because you're
then
like,
I'll-
who jerks off to Pokemon? And then
That's
you
me.
tie it
Oh,
around.
okay, yeah. That's the first time I ever did that, where I brought it
Yeah,
back
that
on.
was
Very
really
good.
funny.
All right, cool. These
You-
are all
you
good
said
notes.
you were
dude.
going to jerk off to Pokemon?
No, I
And
said
then you were asking me what Rule 34
that
is the other night?
no, the joke is basically that I caught my son discovering himself, and he had Pokemon on, and it freaked me out because I was like, who does that?
Honestly,
And
that
then
Misty, though, is pretty...
What?
Misty?
I didn't hear your sentence because you talked. What was the sentence?
Kind of hot.
Who? What?
Never mind.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
I don't watch
know either.
Pokemon.
I
Dude. My
don't
son
either.
does. You
Oh.
you got that right? I don't watch it.
You will soon.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
You
you're
mean
already
next time
watching
your internet
it.
gets cut
I
off?
guess you're already watching it. You must be exhausted.
Yeah, but I got other stuff to wank to. I don't wank to it.
Yeah,
It's a
whatever.
joke. It's a tie. It's a callback.
All right, next note.
It's going much better than I thought.
Oral sex, risk... Is it lives? Risk lives, like the game?
Risk lives.
Risk lives, okay.
Oral sex.
Oral sex, risk lives. Does it smell?
Ah, okay, I know exactly.
Yeah.
Without getting into it, I know exactly what you're
Uh-huh.
talking about. It's a bit about oral sex and not
Yeah.
getting it, and that's a good note.
Yeah.
See, these are all very good notes. She's hitting like bullet points, and they're all involved in the punchline.
Yeah.
All of them are the punchlines. They're not the setups or anything like that.
Yeah, so you guys, it's awesome. You took bullet points well enough that you can remind him of what his act was. No actual criticism. No suggestions.
It's
no
all
constructive
positive.
It
stuff.
is.
Yeah.
It's all suggestions. It's stuff that he said that he doesn't normally say because I've heard his act a lot of times, and I know like his bits, like the crowd work obviously is different every time, but that stuff that when he said it in a certain way, it got really like
Got
it was
a
a really
pop.
good punch.
Got a pop,
Okay,
man.
all right.
That's the pop, baby.
And
So
he,
this is the highlights then.
Well, no,
And when-
but it's-
no,
these are notes
he
and
needs to-
punchlines that I'm. Yes, go ahead.
yeah, you need to try to remember them because
I don't always remember them, dude. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've met like with bits that I wrote. Like when I first met Crystal, I got like 3 big chunks of comedy material, And I did them at the Comedy Zone, where I just told a story about an experience we had, and it turned into a long bit. Like the booty dancing thing came out of that wasn't an actual. That didn't actually happen. But there were girls that night dancing. You know what I mean? But there was no guy coming across the floor.
Right.
It's all just embellished. A little bit of a story embellished out
And
to here.
all this was really organic, and sometimes you can't remember stuff when you get off stage, and that's why I take the notes, is so he'll remember stuff that he won't remember.
How many do we have left?
Many.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Well, no, some of it
Let's
I
go
think was
quicker
stuff that I had never heard before. That was
All right,
the
shut
old
up.
stuff.
Next note. Xbox kids / teabagging.
Okay, that one I know. That's a joke about kids on Xbox basically
Next note.
Saluting you.
Basketball shorts, buckets.
See, that's one you've already done.
But not with basketball shorts.
No. You know what it was?
The guy in the front row.
The
with
guy in the
basketball.
front row.
Yeah.
So whenever there's someone that puts their hand in the pocket or whatever, you could be like, "Oh, that's why you have your hand in your pocket." Like that was really funny.
Just in case, in the middle of your act, if you happen to notice a guy put their hand in their pocket, just keep an eye out for that if you don't mind.
Like this guy was really enjoying the show, and Chris is like about his hand being in the pocket. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
He had basketball shorts on. He was very relaxed in his chair. I just thought, those are probably easy access, dude.
That
That's
was
what I'm
so
guessing.
funny, dude.
Next note. In quotes.
Yes.
Look out for Spurs. End quote.
Okay, well that's an old bit. So
Yeah, see, there's a few that you
but
told me.
But you know what? That's good though. She
'Cause
called out
screw
this
San Antonio. Screw them and their team.
Yeah, I never liked the Admiral. The thing is that you pointed out a punchline of a joke that's been a set punchline, which makes me believe that's a good punchline because she was like, "Ooh, that's good. Remember that." Well, yeah, that's why it's right there. Giddy up, bitch.
Next note. Drunk guys, laser keys.
Old bit. Never done that. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, see, I'd never heard it before, so I just wrote down anything new that I hadn't heard before in case.
All right, next. We're good.
Hip hop kids, pants,
Yeah.
old man screaming at teenagers.
Wow.
Where have we heard that before? Where have we heard of an old man disapproving of teenagers? Does that happen tonight? Did he bring it up twice?
I got a few issues with that. I'm gonna have to do some karaoke and get the energy out. Is that it? Is that all?
How
of it?
tough is your gang?
Okay.
Oh,
that-
because of the pants.
They can't run.
yeah, that's the big punchline right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
Okay,
you.
but so the top bits were very helpful. The last
Good-
couple were
That
old
sounds
school.
like a John Witherspoon bit, to be honest. I don't know.
Well, no. I've never even seen his stand-up. I wouldn't even know. I have no. No, you look at it. I don't
I'm
watch.
just
Crystal, do I watch stand-up comedy?
No,
Really?
you don't. You
No.
actually, when I watch it, you're like, what are you watching that for? You're so like,
Turn it off. I
yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah, totally.
Do you
It's-
remember back
He
when he
hates it.
memorized that entire Mitch Patel album?
Right.
Remember when he memorized that?
Right.
There
with
was
that
that, dude.
exception, There was that.
Well, but you know what? Every now and again, there's a comic that really strikes me, and he really struck all of us. I mean, Marty loved him. You loved
Oh,
him.
yeah,
He's
he's
very
awesome.
funny, dude. This guy's very. We went and saw him live, and he was just as funny doing the same damn bits.
And I actually let him take my picture with him because he's one of the only few comics that I'll accept that.
Yeah, you won't even do it to your husband.
I won't even do it for like lots of comics.
Or your husband.
Right. Exactly. So if I let you do it and you're a comic, then you must be very special.
All this talk of stand-up makes me want to go out and see a stand-up show. You can do the same. On October 23rd, I'll be at Side Splitters in the second round of the Laughing Skull Comedy Festival contest, trying to get into a festival in Atlanta. Tiffany, you got a bunch of shows. You're going to be at Snappers. Tell everybody where you're going to be.
I'm going to be at Snappers on October 3rd and 4th. I'll be at Coconuts on Gulf to Bay October 25th. And then I'll be at Snappers again in November and in December and other places and lots of stuff.
And listen, we want to thank our producer, Crystal Hayes-Gorges, and Jordan Lee for doing all the videos that they do. They've been very funny. They want to do more. Tiffany and I aren't really so much into the stunt videos. We want to participate, but I think these guys have found their niche, and they want to take it to the next level. So, but
We
I
just
don't
like getting those YouTube views.
Well, and I don't want you
Well,
to get.
it's also
Okay, but remember though, you're playing with my wife, so don't hurt her. That's what I'm saying. Don't do so. Because listen, I watched the Pop Rocks thing.
half
dude.
of them are her ideas.
I know, but I watched the Pop Rocks thing, and there was a moment where I really felt bad for you because you were like, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, there's the mother of my child choking out in front of me in the internet, you know. So
yeah.
I'm
And
just
that was
saying.
That's
my
supposed to
idea,
stay in the
though.
privacy of your own bedroom. That's where you choke out your wife.
All right, dude. What are you going to join the NFL next week? What are you talking about? I'm just saying that I want you guys to be careful, have fun, but don't do anything crazy and stupid. And maybe Tiffany and I will play a little bit. I don't know.
I do.
We need to start
sometimes.
doing some sports videos and have
Yeah,
them do
dude.
sports against us.
You guys should have like a sparring.
It'll be like
contest.
it's such a weird.
I want to see you two spar. We could have you guys.
Yeah,
spar
I'm down
right
with
in
that.
there.
I'm totally down with
Oh.
sparring Tiffany.
Well, they're gonna spar. Remember, because Tom Baggs, I feel like he dared you guys that he could take you both down.
That the crazy dude that calls?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's scary.
I'm kidding, Tom. I don't know if you're crazy, but I got a hunch. I'm just saying. I I would spar if we would be willing to do that. Can you get gear for us, Tiffany? Can you get a hold of like pads? And,
Gear.
She's got it in
do
her
you have
car.
enough for like 3 people to spar? Because I don't mind burn up in a fire. I had nice gear and it's gone. It melted.
I have a sparring bin that the kids get sparring gear out of whenever we do sparring.
Okay, when you say kids, will it fit adults?
Yeah, because it's got large head and the hands will fit anybody.
It's got a large head.
I always buy large head gear.
I don't even know what to think of what's going on at her school, dude.
Eh.
I put the adult gear on there. You know what? It doesn't fit completely, and sometimes they can't see. But we put it on them. It's
Kids'
safety.
heads are
Safety
the same
first.
size as
Yeah, but
adults.
she had like
No, they
Jerry
aren't.
O'Donnell in there.
They're not the same size as adults. You got little kids in there.
The headgear fits them perfectly.
Okay, in your estimation. All right. Okay. We're down to the end of another show. I want to thank everybody for calling. Who called in, Jordan? Tell everybody thank
Marty Hoffman.
Yep.
Brian Kirk Johnson.
you.
That was it.
That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nobody
It
else
was a
loved
quiet
this.
night. Thank you, Petrocelli, for the song. That was nice. Happy Rosh Hashanah to you. Happy Rosh Hashanah to Tiffany. You got to go do your stuff now and
Yeah.
get all wrapped up in your
Yeah, go
religion.
get in your book of life.
We'll see you guys next week on the show. Next week live in the studio. We'll be joined by Ward Smith, local comedian, local actor. He's been on Burn Notice, Army Wives. You'll like him. You got to push play if you
And
want that
not
volume to go
on
up.
me.
What's that?
Yeah, he
Not
dated
on
Tiffany.
me.
Not on Tiffany. That's right. He'll be in the studio. We'll have fun. Maybe we'll have some more videos by then. You guys have a great week. Be safe. We'll see you next week on Double Special.
Oh, beep, beep, bitty, bitty, bo. Oh, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, ba, ba. Bo, beep, 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 bo. Dweep, bo, beep, bo, 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 beep, do, bo, bo, do, bo, 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 bo. Boo, doo, boo, dibbity, 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 booyah. Way, yo. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Now 2 peas in a pod, to me it's kind of odd. Homeless man staring at the sky, cursing God. Calling him a fraud, cause his goodies have been robbed. Bringing it back to start with a wink and a nod. Column sworn in foam and 20 packs of smokes. Clearing out the cabin where he kept the 64. WrestleMania all day long. What could go wrong? Took a sheet to the head, now conditions for us all. And I'm picking up the pieces of gray matter on the floor. Try to get my IQ back to 164. And I try as I may, I try as I might. I try Army Slash cause I'm Cloud Strive. If I think that you can, I think that you will. Now take it with a glass of water and 2 pills. And you'll feel better every day. Well, yeah, 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 yeah. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Now just sitting reminiscing about the days of the position. Sexual statues up in the kitchen. CC no care, we drunk off one beer. Laughing so hard that we burst into tears. Now Dizzy was a man, and man it was a man. Now coffee stain turning inside out, that's the plan. I bruised up my knees trying to fight off them bees. Crying if you will, taking down a knock to please. Now 1 lesbian and 5 virgin males. We all getting laid into wish well. I tried really hard, I tried so hard, and I stopped because I felt just short. If I think you can do it, I know we can be it. So why don't we get together and see if it works out for the better or worse. We'll do it to the end, of course. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. that in my life.